I was like, fuck Seabiscuit. I got a test.
Get that super chat. I already subscribed to.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. I've got energy. I wasn't even going to come here today, but I was like, you know what? You guys can't live without me, so fuck it. I took a shower today. I read today. I've been up since 8 o'clock in the morning. Woo! All right. Hi.
Hi.
They're all looking at me like,
Oh.
fuck. Hey, guys. Happy Tuesday. Taco Tuesday for some of us, but I'm having spaghetti today. Why? Because I'm a rebel without a cause.
Good luck.
I shall have luck of goodness.
Spaghetti Tuesday.
Ignore the children. They know not what they do. Doobie doobie doo. Where are you? We got some work to do now.
First card off the top. Look what it is.
Archangel Michael.
Right?
Jason, it seems you're going to be going to war today. Good luck.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hey, Georgia. What up, baby? I am like in a super good mood. We might see how long we can go tonight. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I got that Georgia peach. Anyway. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Telling you what, I am so excited. The hubby's lost. The dogs are going crazy. Ashley, my dear. Ooh. Oh, it seems like someone's been entertained. I don't know if ooh, garlic.
Put them inside this?
Okay, so give me a second. I'm sorry. Hey, Ann. So here's what you do. Okay, I'm going to show you guys what happened. So I got to get a baguette because I refuse to buy garlic bread. I make my own. So this is that. Can't really tell. Let me show you. Ooh, garlicky. Yay. Anyway, so I cut this baguette. Now he's asking me what to do with it. Okay, so what you need to do is you just need to shove it in there, right? And then tie it off and throw it in the freezer. By the way, if you make your own, here's the tip, especially if you want to split it into 2 meals. First off, get your bread, make it good. What is this? This is made by Ace Bakery, so I don't know what the fuck that is, but anyway, get your butter, get all your seasonings that you want to put on it, cheese as well. Throw that shit in the freezer once you get it done. Leave it in there for 15 minutes, pull it out, bag it up. You're good to go for at least 2 rounds, depending on the size of your baguette and your family. That is your cook tip for today.
If you want to be easy about it, buy the garlic butter.
Yeah, I cheated. I bought the garlic butter. Oh, my God. Okay, anyway, like I was saying, sorry, Ashley. So we've got the 6 of Cups, which means that there was a little bit of entertainment, drama, and people were kind of betting on to see who was who. I don't know if it was like an event. I don't think it really was an event. I think it was one of those things where something got heated over maybe a post, and it became entertainment for some. I may be wrong. I may be right. We don't fucking know today. Bear, leave the cage alone. Happy, my dear. I've got a few cards popped out for you. Uno, dos, tres. Pick your poison. It does look good and it smells good. And my brain's like going like 100 miles an hour because I'm like, yeah. So readings are a little bit, yeah, today. Oh, I was hoping you would pick this one. So it looks like you got someone in your life that is, I wouldn't say blackmailing per se, but I'm saying that they got a lot of things that you need to acquire. And it seems like they're dangling one special thing over your head to kind of keep you in their wraps per se. Don't trust them. This could be anybody. It could be somebody from work. It could be friends, family. Maybe somebody says they have a piece of information when in reality, they don't have no fucking information. They're just lost as you are. So be careful who you're trying to make deals with, because motherfuckers are shady, even the ones we don't think that will be. Yeah, let's see. If you want, my dear, we got 6 cards. Pick your poison. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. And for some reason, I totally skipped Georgia Peach. So since I did that, I'll give you 2 cards today. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo-doo-doo. Ooh, we got 3. Did you get bad news recently? Because I feel like you got a piece of information that's kind of got you flipped upside down. Well, thank you, Happy. I don't know. It just seems like either that or maybe misleading information. As soon as I woke up. Okay, so that makes sense then. Georgia, Georgia. What can I get for you? I don't have that soulful voice, but damn, do I try. All right, Georgia, let's see what pops up for you today. Hey, Julissa. How you doing, baby? I know, been waiting on me to spice up that life. Okay, Georgia, baby. Since I skipped you, I'm being nice today. I'm going to give you 2 cards, and we got a shit ton that popped up. So that means there's a lot going on today. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I got 14 cards, baby. Pick 2 numbers between 1 and 14. You making me coffee? Oh, you're making yourself coffee. Okay, that's cool. No, there's 2 cans. I bought 2 cans of whipped cream.
I know we don't want your what I'm saying is that was the last coffee in the pot.
Oh, well, you can have it. I'm not that pressed for it.
I'm going to be here much longer anyway.
Well, yeah, but that's traveling cup, and you're a traveling man.
I got coffee work here.
14 and 7.
That's
1,
got
2,
whipped
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How about this? How about we do splitsies? All right, so we got 2 cards here. The first card that we got is the Empress in reverse, and the next card that we got is the 5 of Cups. So, yeah, you got like 40 minutes. Oh, let's see what we got going on here. Someone trying to move past the situation. And then, okay, so it seems to me, my dear, that a person that you've had an issue with in the past is trying to still keep an eye on you. By the way, there's some of you guys I haven't actually written down yet, so give me a second while I'm doing this reading. It looks like someone in your past is trying to keep an eye on you. So this was someone that you had conflict with. And it seems like you're looking more towards the future while they're still stuck into the past of the bullshit. Not really sure where that resonates in your life, but I would be careful of whatever it is that you put out there in social media land, just because you got someone watching you, and, you know, some bitches can be shady. And I don't want to see nothing happen to you, baby. So stay careful out there, because some people are just jealous Nancy's, and if there's a Nancy in the group, sorry. I know how that can be frustrating when your name is used in a negative manner, but, you know, let's be honest. Some of our Nancys are a little bit crazy. Do piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Christopher, my dear, I'm adding you to the list. I can't tell you where you're at right now because I'm still writing it. But I will add you to the list, my dear. Do. Dooba-dooba-doo-doo. Georgia. All right, give me a second, my babies. Let me see what's being said so I don't ignore you guys. As soon as I wake up. Shit, dude. That sucks. Hey, girl, been at work waiting. Hey, dear, popping in the chat to say hi. Thank you, Candy. Hit the like button, y'all. She's lit. Fuck yeah, always. That song I sing, My Mom, Georgia. I love that fucking song now. There's some songs that, like, have soul, you know what I mean? And, like, I don't know, it resonates with me. Like, I love some deep Louisiana soul music, or some good music from Georgia and shit like that, like the old school that you would hear, like, when the family gathered around, you know what I mean? But there's some that I'm just like, can't do bluegrass, so it's got to be soul. What do you see in my future? I see you looking at this channel and subscribing. Didn't expect that, did you? Your subs went up, sis. Keep up the hard work. I know. I'm so excited about it. So here's the list of people I got. I got Julissa, Piece of Candy, and Christopher. If I missed anybody, let me know. Well, let's see what's popping today. Right? All right. This is for Julissa, my baby. Which card do you want? Card 1, 2, or 3? Because, you know, we got 3 pop out today. Baby, you can take a drink of this coffee. I'm willing to share. I'm nice like that. Tomorrow, I'll probably get some whipped cream so I can put it for the coffee. 2. I was hoping you picked that one. The reason I was hoping is because it's Cancer in reverse, and with the other 2 cards that came up, means you are disconnecting from somebody, and it's in the matters of love. So I'm going to take this one of 2 ways. It's either going to be family, or it's going to be friends, or maybe even a lover. But honestly, I feel like it's more in the family or friends category, and I'm leaning more towards family. So whoever you got this disconnect with, which it seems like there was a lot of things said spitefully. Maybe you haven't even found out yet. But fuck it. One less person you got to deal with, you know what I mean? We've been dating for a month. Yeah, I wouldn't see it as just for the reason being in the reverse, and that's a disconnect period. Not unless you're disconnecting from the Cancer, then that's a possibility. But I would hope not, because that sucks. I don't know really how to do a segue after that, so moving on. You know, I don't like people having to break up during the holidays, and that's something that we all don't want. Candy. Let's hope I said it right. Piece of candy, baby. We got the 3 of Swords. Don't know if you're dealing with some shit or not. Well, obviously you're dealing with shit because you're in the sword category. And let's just put it this way. Whenever you see swords, you know there's some fuckery afoot. Oh, Mara. With this card, I feel like it's something of a show, but also you kind of got personally hurt. So this to me tells me that someone might have said something to you recently and you acted like what the fuck ever. Oh, woe was me, you know what I mean? Kind of like when we push it off, when things get cut too deep, but we don't want to show it because, you know, we're hard-ass bitches doing our thing. But it did kind of hurt. I don't know what the fuck they said to you, piece of candy. Almost said piece of mind. But I wouldn't let it get to you that bad. The only way things can get to you by the things that people say is if you feel like it's resonating. And if you do, then you know. Boston. No wonder I like you, Julissa. I love a nice Boston accent. All right, Christopher, my dear. Looks like you're refusing to change. This is the Death card, by the way, which normally the Death card looks like this beautiful little beauty. And it seems like you might have stepped out of a situation with another individual who was trying to control you, which that part's is good. But I think it's time for you to move on from it. Let me see who I forgot, because I know we had a few people step in. Can, I got you, dear. Give me 1 second. And then after Can, it is going to be Mara. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Nice to see you, Pandy. Career reading for 2021. Look at the description. You can either get a $30 reading or a $50 reading. Okay, what do we got for Can? Can, my dear, it seems like you've lost a friendship recently. I feel like it's one of those things where you lose a friendship, but it's one of those, you know, it may not have been the greatest thing that happened in your life, but at least you got the memories that you had with that person. Because it seems like you did have a lot of good times with them, but it just seems like maybe distance, or maybe they got with somebody and it kind of changed their personality a little bit, which caused you guys to kind of split. But whatever it is, I mean, it could even be family even, but just try to keep on pushing, you know. Mara, let's see what the universe brings you. You got your eye on a certain something. I don't know. I see that you're asking about career, but we do charge for those. But maybe this is it. Maybe you got your eye on a certain job that you're wanting. And all I can tell you is suit up, put your best foot forward, and If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you got to move on and keep on hustling. Who else we got? Thank you, Julissa. I appreciate it, baby. I am curious where you guys are from. Analytically, by looking at it, because occasionally I look at it to see like what changes from week to week. But we got a lot of people from Europe, some from the United States, and then there's like 39% from other. I don't know what the fuck the other is. I don't know if like we're connecting to some alien channel somewhere and they're like, my name's Bob. I don't know. Anything's possible. But Pandy, you do get a 1 card, so let's see what's going on. Life on life. It's giving outer space. I know. I haven't checked into it yet, but I did see a thing where they were talking about that the government has finally released about aliens, but I know that they did that in the beginning of the year. But then there was another big video about it just recently, a couple days ago. So we got the 10 of Cups, and this is for Pandy. Pandy, I don't know if you're having situations at the home. Maybe things are becoming a little bit chaotic, but it does seem that there is some issues within the home. Maybe one's trying to make a connection while the other's trying to flee. I'm not really sure, but it is something that's coming across. And then with the other card that's present, it seems like maybe someone's lying to another person. That could possibly be it as well, but just kind of keep your eye out. Packing your lunch? That stuff's going to be good, I'm telling you. You're going to be eating that and being like, I want to get them like little aluminum square pans, like the individual size ones, so that way I can make baked pasta, because I love baked spaghetti. It just hits different.
I don't need a receipt though.
You don't? No. Well, I need a receipt. Kumar! Baby, if you got questions, it is 5 for 2, but you get 1 free card just for showing up. If you subscribe, which you should, because I'm fucking awesome, then on the 24th, we're doing a giveaway. You could win a free 30-minute reading. We could talk about that, so much more. It's up to you. But currently, right now, you need to seek the answers within, my dear. So maybe that's even the answer to your question. If you feel like they have a connection with you, then most likely they fucking do. And here's the thing, people that forget, and this is a little bit of magical advice. When it comes to energy, you're able to pick up on things because your ancestors back long ago had to kind of go on that animal instinct and shit. So that way, when you met somebody, you either knew you were in danger or if you were in love, or if they were cool to kick it with and share a piece of grub. So always remember, if your instinct is giving you the hint that they may be interested, there's a possibility there is, unless they're an asshole. And then your bell should have been ringing for that. And if they weren't, me work on that. It's so funny because I hear them in the background going, ding, ding, motherfucker. But for real, though, a lot of people don't focus on their intuition, which there's a great book I'm going to recommend for you guys that's done by a local author. I don't get anything from this, but I read it, and the way that she describes things is fucking amazing. Now, if I can remember what is it? I think this is what it is. Like, it's like going on a journey, you know what I mean? It's kind of like having a mental journey that kind of elevates you into wanting to know more, along with like personal stories and how to reconnect with your own intuition and being able to trust it. Because one of the things that we have trouble, no matter if you're a witch or not, is being able to have that intuition and trust into it. I've got psychic intuition since my childhood. but I just got to know about it a few months ago. So, like, knowing what the terminology was, or like, what are you talking? Which, by the way, fucking kudos. Sometimes that's a minefield, especially if you're younger. Career reading, please. I'm trying. Mara, my dear, for career readings, I do charge for those because they are a lot more in depth, my dear. Like I thought in my early days, it was coincidence. I totally get that, like deja vu, or like, oh, maybe I just guessed it, that kind of thing. Yeah, totally get it. But now I close my eyes and I focus on it. Give me 1 second. So I had told an individual because they were asking me if I was going live today, and I had told them I wasn't. And then I woke up today and my energy changed. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going live today. I think we all have that moment where we're like, eh. Anyway, I can see yes and no. Well, that's pretty cool, though. Left, right, while playing FIFA. FIFA? What is FIFA? Are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Are you talking about focusing on a flame and seeing where the flame is going? Like what are you talking about? And penalty, I save every penalty. Soccer game on PS. Oh, okay. I was like, what are you talking about? Kind of lost me there for a minute, but we're back in the game. For anybody who's new here, if you look at the description, that tells you everything you need to know about like how I do readings on this channel. And if you do want a reading, you do have to comment, so that lets me know that you're here. Bethany, that is an in-depth reading, 30-minute or an hour, you choose. But you do get 1 card for free, my dear.
What?
Was there anything in the mail?
No, I was looking to see if there's back.
I was hoping that would read. Can I get a love reading then? Yeah, you can for 5 for 2. If you have certain questions. As far as the readings go, you can get any kind of reading that you want. It's just some of them are more in depth and take more than just 1 card. Because it's like someone saying, here's this 1 card. This is your life story. That's all you are is a 1 card. No. Life and certain questions are more in depth things to them. Like for love, for instance. So when I do a love reading, I find out what's blocking you. Is it you or someone else? I also find out, about the people that you've been with and the people that you're going to get with to kind of give you a side-by-side between what was and what will be, if that makes sense. I thought you were going to do a discussion Tuesdays. You said not readings. What was it again? So the discussion Tuesdays are going to be actually, I don't know if I'm going to do Tuesdays or Fridays. I'm thinking for Tuesdays doing the discussion and then Fridays doing a Q&A, but it's going to be total different times. I'm still going to do readings live, but it's going to be total different times for, a live session or a Q&A. But I'm going to work out the schedule this week along with getting a different setup around here. Oh. So that way next week when you guys come in and you see everything, it's going to be totally different as far as scenery, or a little bit different than what it is right now. Bethany, though, it looks like you need to have courage when it comes to the matters of love. And what I'm seeing is it's more of a timid situation that you need to be a little bit more forthcoming than you are. (2022), one good news for me, please. That's 2 years away from now, my dear.
That's a long ways.
That's a long ways. But I may not even be able, I may be able to do it next week. Because I know that the 21st, let's see what the 21st lands on next week. It might be Tuesday. So that would actually probably work out. Let me see. Calendar-wise. Actually, that's on a Monday. So Monday, And all next week, I will be going live for readings. For any questions, just to let you guys know, I charge for questions. It's $5 for 2 questions. All the information is down below. So if you have questions like, is someone going to propose to me? Will I get love? Where is my career? Where is my life going? Who's doing what? Those are questions. And I charge for questions. Not to be a bearer of bad news, but it's just how I do things on this channel because it just makes life a little bit easier on me. Do, 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 do. But eventually, once we hit 600 subscribers, I will be doing a live. I'm not going to say when it's going to be, but there will be a live once we hit 600 subscribers where I will give everybody 1 free question for that day. So if you are subscribed, that is something to look forward to. And then once we reach 1,000, I will be giving an hour reading away along with 1 question per person on that day. Because I'm trying to build this channel up slowly. And the reason I haven't had a lot of information videos going out for those who come here for that is because my computer's been shit. So that's why I'm going to set up a schedule for lives and stuff like that where I can actually discuss things with you guys. And then next year when I have the means to get a better computer, then I can actually start uploading, editing videos, and going back to the way I was. Let's see. We did have a few people walk in. So Shivana. Seems like you had some truth revealed recently from another individual who you may not have expected it from. Normally when I see the Page of Swords, that's someone looking for information or dirt or trying to find what is hidden. And normally when I see it in reverse, it's either someone gave you information or some new information was revealed to you. So whatever it may be, hopefully it was good news. Art and music, I'm not really sure what you're asking, but we're going to see what the universe has to offer for you. And for those who haven't been around or new, I've got a couple more decks coming in. I don't know exactly when, though. One of them was like from Wish, one was from Amazon, and I think I got 1 or 2 being sent from different subscribers as well. Jaleese Grace. Yes, you can, my dear. This one right here is for art and music, and it is Nature All You Love. So as far as this goes, I see it as maybe you're not being able to spend enough time since it's in reverse. If you see the card, it's a very beautiful card. I always forget to show you guys these cards, and I kind of just do a quick flip, but I'm trying to get better. It just seems like you need to put more time into the things that you're doing. Maybe a little bit more better time management so that way you can actually enjoy your life instead of dreading it. Which I don't think that you're an unhappy individual. I just think that if you had more free time to do certain things, it would add a little bit of balance left in your life. And Jules Grace 2212. We've got multiple cards that popped up, and these are it. So normally, for anybody who's new, if I have multiple cards pull up, I'm going to have you guys pick one, and I'll tell you from which side to which side, and then you just pick which one you want. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Pick your one card between 1 and 5. Hey, by the way, if you guys want a salad, there's lettuce in there, dressing, whole 9 yards. Let's be honest, the salad sounds really good. Two, 1, 2. You're putting yourself through way too much pain for other individuals, and you need to take time for yourself. This to me is the 10 of Swords. And when we get the 10 of Swords, that's someone who takes a lot of endearment. What is the word I'm looking? You basically take a lot of bullshit when you don't really have to. But I feel like you take a lot of bullshit for other people. And it's one of those things where, like, you know, you're trying to not raise any feathers or flags, and you're just trying to be one of those people that kind of get along with everybody. But it seems people take advantage of you. And sometimes it leads to you getting hurt. So if I were you, I would look at your life, because we're ending the end of the year and we're about to start anew. And I would kind of like get rid of those toxic relationships that where, you know, it's just one thing after another. When you see a person's name, you know that they're going to ask something from you. Now, sweetheart, I see the reading. Thank you for subscribing. I'm not even going to try to act like I can say your name. So I'm talking to you, M. Seems like you got a blessing recently, my dear. And it seems like something that you've been asking for. So this is just confirmation, if you haven't got that blessing yet, that it is coming your way. And I just wanted to let you know. So congratulations. I don't know what it is that you were hoping for, but whatever it is, it seems like it's something that's actually dear to your heart and something that you wanted. So I do appreciate you coming here and subscribing, and congratulations on what's coming to your life, baby. This card is me in the morning when I wake up. Ain't that the truth? Everybody stay the hell back, right? Oh, you're very welcome, sweetheart. That's what I do. That's what I live for. What, you didn't want no salad? No healthy cabbage? Yeah. Cabbage. No healthy cabbage. I was going to say rabbit food, but it came out cabbage.
No.
I mean, it's close.
I am hungry yet.
Oh, so we are caught up for now. What have you guys been up to today? Have you had a good day? Is a Tuesday treating you well? Do you want to hear me ramble on just about ramblings? Ramblings. I'm a rambling lady. I guess I could share the thing that I had copied, though. This was the book that I was telling you guys about that is called Intuitive from Witchcraft. It's a pretty good book. Hey, Seabiscuit. I'm excited today. Worthless unicorn. Well, first off, you're not here worthless because you're here. So, you know, but we do love a good unicorn. Rabbit food. That is what my grandpa called any vegetable. I love it. Do. And I've got, oh, Coco. What up, baby? Writing everybody's name. Like, Worthless unicorn. Reporting for duty. I don't know. I guess I got sleep. I don't fucking know. Like, I woke up today. I had energy. My back wasn't even fucking with me. I was like, the gods have blessed me. Oh, shit. Are you from South? Because you remind me of family, kind of, but don't really have an accent. I grew around, like, the end part of Ohio, so, like, Manchester, right before you get to the Maysville, Kentucky Bridge area, that area. But when I came up here, I got diverse, and then I got friends from all over the place, and I became an awesome individual that you see today. And that sink turned into a sink. And here we are. Worthless unicorn, my dear. We've got 4 cards that popped up. And it seems like you have got a lot going on your plate. We got Neptune. We got the 9th house, the 5th house, and the 4th house. So you're dealing with a lot of houses when it comes to Neptune. It seems like you're traveling around a lot, maybe for arts of some kind. which doesn't leave much space for home. At least that's how I'm taking it, just because of everything that's kind of come up in the reading. But then again, maybe you thought about traveling or doing something artistic or finally settling down and just haven't got around to it. Those are at least the two interpretations I got from these. Figured I'd share it with you. How's your day? Can I get a card? My day is going good, obviously, because I'm fucking amazing today, and my spirits are high, and it's weird. Maybe getting up early is the key to my success. Looks like we're feeling a little bit out of it today, Leo. Well, yeah, you're my Leo today. So, Coco, babe, I don't know if, like, you just feel like you're fucking over it, which I know. Last few days have been kind of rough, but it just kind of feels like you're having one of those days where it's like, fuck it all. I'm done. I'm not even dealing with it today. I wouldn't be surprised if you were still in your PJs kind of day, but it does seem like one of those days. That's good to hear. Did you get any reading done? Fuck yeah, I did. Fucking, I'm on, what is it? Almost page 100 now. Yep. Your energy makes me feel happy. I am so glad to make you feel happy because I feel happy and I don't know why. Maybe it's the coffee. Maybe it's because I stole the hubby's last bit of coffee with whipped cream. But I was happy before that. But for anybody who's curious what me and Seawolf over here are talking about, so I just started the Witcher series, The Last Wish to be exact. And I hadn't really got to have time to play with it. Me too, except I'm excited. I don't know why. Why does she keep on coming back? Like, I mean, I'm not saying she doesn't have free roam, but like she just carried a big plate of food and now she's like, I don't know. Normally when that kid has food in her hand, she's like a tourist and just runs for the hills with her food. Now, I was asked something. Oh, yeah, but the Witcher series, The Last Wish, that's what I was talking about. So, I've got into it. I'm like anywhere between 80 to 100 pages in right now, finally, after having it for 2 days, but not having the time to read it. Part of the reason I went to sleep early, that, and, I got in a comfy stage, and then I read last night, and then I read today, which I got like 2 or 3 chapters in today, and I'm going to get some in tonight. But honestly, I think by the end of the week, I'll be done with that book. But if anybody out there likes fantasy novels, you should check it out. It's really good. I am doing good, babe. I am doing good. Coco, did I even give you a reading? Because to be honest, I've got short-term memory. I feel like I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. It's been one of those days. My mind is like a squirrel, a happy squirrel. I do take questions. I charge $5 for 2 questions. Or you can get a 30-minute reading for $30 or an hour reading for $50. It is really so easy to read. But I did want to talk to you about this. Spoiler alert. If you plan to read, go away for a minute. Or just listen. So when you got to the part where it was basically he meets the beastie or whatever in that vampire whole exchange, didn't you kind of get the vibe of like Beauty and the Beast in the beginning? Kind of like that situation, just a little bit more fucked up. You had me a reading yesterday. You gave me a reading yesterday. Well, then I owe you one for today. Like the whole time I was reading it, I was like, yeah. So science in reverse. So maybe there's something currently that you are not really sure about, like maybe a medical diagnosis, or maybe it has something to do with medical. I don't know if it's your medical history life going on right now or someone else's. Yeah, I remember that conversation. That's why I said it was a rough couple of days. But it does feel like there's some kind of medical issue that someone doesn't want to acknowledge. I don't know if it's you or someone you know, but it is coming through. So I would assume normally when stuff like that comes through, it's either oneself or someone they're really close to. Right? That's what I thought. Like, I'm reading this and I'm like, it's like he's interweaving these tales, and I'm like, ooh, what else does he do? So I'm kind of curious. Like, I've been taking notes. Yeah, you're very welcome. I don't know why it's popping up, but either that or somebody just not wanting. I mean, it could even be possible that someone just doesn't want to take the vaccine that's coming up. It could be something stupid. Do you have some type of Discord server? If you don't, should host one, because advertisement, and it'll ping people when you're streaming, and you can make it clearer how to give donations and stuff. I've used Discord once, like very little. The only reason that I've really chose YouTube as the platform is because it's something accessible for all ages, and it's something everybody uses mostly. Plus, it comes factory from when you get a phone. So no matter what, there's always access to it. As far as advertising, I don't really push advertising on, the channel or the readings. I probably should. It'd probably help me out in the end. I just never really have. But once we do get to 1,000, I can unlock Super Chat, and then people don't even have to go to other places for payment. They can just do it via here. But in every video, I put all the information in the description. Just not a lot of people like to read. And after doing events and planning events for the last 3 years, minus this year because, it's been a shit show. But I can tell you this, no matter if you lay it out black and white, no matter if you sit there with the sign, you're always going to have somebody go, what is this? Or completely ignore it. That's just life. I've had too many merry-go-rounds on that fucking bus. Right? And I feel like Gerald's more of an asshole in the books than he is in the TV series. As my mom says, I hate stupid people. Fucking facts. That is so much facts. Because, ow! No! Thought I broke my thumbnail. It wouldn't matter anyway. I'm getting them done Friday, but still, fucking hurts. But that's facts. People are assholes. And I fuck with people who fuck with me during events because I've had some fuckery situations. The message could be me not wanting to take backseat and reaching out to someone. That's fucking possibility. Not really sure the scientific, maybe thought process probably. I've gotten to agree when I'm oversimplify everything, so there's no way. Right. Well, that's the thing. Like, you oversimplify it, and you're still going to have somebody go, what? It's so annoying. It's like we do Witch in the Woods. We weren't able to do it this year, but Witch in the Woods is where basically it's like a 1 day. This year was going to be a 2 day. Didn't happen though. Event where we have rituals, vendors, food, entertainment, and I try to get it somewhere in between June and July, sometimes late August. But we all kind of get together, and it's free for people to come in. We were going to start charging last year, just to take up donations to kind of help us because it all comes out of my pocket. So, some of the money I get from donations from Patreon, but it's really not that much. So I use that money to kind of do events and stuff like that. But it's a really good, fun event, and that's normally, our biggest event that we do. There was a reason, though, that I brought it up. Oh, because of the events, that's why. But it is what it is. When it comes to people, you'll be amazed at some of the shit people do. And amazed at some of the intentions that people bring in. That's why every time I do a meetup, I always bless the area, sanctify the area, and then if we have complications with individuals that come in, we just kick them out and get security to walk them away from our property. Facts. Oh, well, the last 2 years, because I've only had a coven for the last year, because for about 10 years, I refused to have, actually, it was more than that, 15 years. Well, yeah, 15 years, I refused to have a coven just because of a bad experience I had in high school once. But, the coven, we pay costs and stuff like that. But I try to keep that more coven because coven is a little bit different for me than the Divine Witch. They're two separate entities. So my coven, they may help with Divine Witch stuff, but you're leaving? But as far as like the Divine Witch itself, like my goal is to have it as an organization. So it'll be a nonprofit organization where we can actually do more things for the community and kind of bring paganism into the light of Ohio. We work with other groups that are surrounding. Kisses, motherfucker. You ain't walking out this motherfucker without giving me kisses.
Yeah.
Well, give me kisses. Love you.
I love you.
So it's kind of like one of those things.
Have a good day.
I love you. Be careful. Good luck. Enjoy your food. Did you grab you a fork? My bad. So basically, when it comes to that kind of stuff, it's a little bit different. And the reason that I did it out of pocket is because, me spending $50 to $100 for a space for 1 or 2 days really isn't that bad. One, it's a group spot. There's secluded, and I can do whatever the fuck I want, and it's my spot. And another reason I did it is because in this area, a lot of people tend to think that pagans don't have money. Which, yes, some pagans do struggle, but not all pagans are broke in this mentality that people have that. I don't understand why, but it is what it is. But I wanted to create an event where people could come camping, celebrate with each other, do rituals with each other, communicate with each other pretty much, and enjoy themselves in a family-friendly environment that, they could come back and do every year. And then, we have people that come and they'll donate or, everybody always brings something. So one of the requirements for when we do Witch in the Woods is you have to bring some kind of food to share throughout the day or 2 days because we always have a feast. So, we do that as well. And then normally we pick a certain charity or a certain, organization to help around. Like we've helped individuals who've lost family. We've helped individuals with clothes, school supplies. Like it's been a whole thing and we do it every year. So I figure if I take the brunt of the hit and pay for the spot and everybody's bringing food and they at least bring something to donate, then in the end, no matter if I have a good experience because some people were assholes or not, at the end of the day, there's someone out there who's going to get an item that they need, whether it be food, clothes, or school supplies. So it's kind of why I take the hit for it. But it is really fun. And since last year we kind of got reimbursed, I get to take that money and dump it back in. We got a few wonderful vendors. It is hard to get a lot more vendors just for the reason being, around that time here in Ohio, there's a few other big events who are way much bigger than us. So a lot of the time we get people who can't go to that event. So they come to our event and then vice versa. Give me 1 second. Bear, leave her alone. Sorry, that's my dog bugging my other dog. When it comes to possession, I've got a few thoughts, especially the way that you worded it and how she believed. First off, I don't believe that you have to get an exorcism every time you're feeling down or bad. No, that's just stupid. Second off, that type of mentality that she has with possession, if you're feeling bad or sick, that's the old school mentality way before science came into the picture and started going, hey, no, this is happening because of a chemical in the brain or because of something going on or the environment itself. So no, I do not believe that. But what I do believe in that is that there is different types of possession, which, and depending on the person, depends on the entity that has taken over. It's kind of like when you do a house cleansing. Everybody thinks that you do a house cleansing and then it's just like, oh, I'm good. No, bitch. What did you have in? Because, you'll see, and I'm pretty sure you guys have in your local areas as well, different groups that you're in. And you'll see people write things like, I've done this, I've done that. I don't know what's going on. Well, it's because what you're using to fight whatever's in your house isn't affecting whatever's in your house. Everything has certain things that affect them. It's knowledge. Like, for instance, let's look at energy vampires. Some people say garlic energy vampires can handle. They don't like it, whatever. But that's a piece of information that may hold true. You never know. Or if you look at clearing out the air for bacteria, sage can be used to do that. Sage is known to get things out of the air. That's, if your people in your home are sick, that's one thing you can do. So they're two different things for two different symptoms. Same thing goes magically. You can't do a one cure-all with the cross and all that and think it's going to be good, because there are some cases where not even, the Catholic Church or whatever church who does exorcisms can't get things out of the house. And there's reasons why, because it's not a cure-all. Yeah, pretty much like Burning Man, but on a smaller scale. I feel, oh, this house is clear. Right, mine ain't. My house is like a party, a crossroads party. But also across the street from me is a funeral home. So, So, yeah, that's just like, you have been poltergeist. Ain't that the truth? I had kids. I came from a super Baptist family, and I am too young to get to venture out from that yet. But what I've heard generally think like the pagan believes, it sounds a little better. If you really look at it, if you look at all religion, because I've studied different religion, I've studied old paths, new paths. I've talked to different preachers and pastors and rabbis and things like that about their belief, and they've listened to me and kind of back and forth, which is rare, but it does happen. Luckily for me, in the state I'm in, Cincinnati has a festival of faiths. So it's like a bunch of different faiths that come together. They have their own booths, and you can ask questions and things like that and get into conversation with people. But when it comes to belief, if you look at all of it, it's all connected in some way or another. Baptists have cleansing with water. Cleansing with water has been done for centuries, for exorcisms, for cleansing one's aura. So when you go into that, you already have the mentality. You're going to go in someone different than you're coming out as. And that's part of the spiritual belief. So, I don't knock anyone's practice. I don't go after anyone, even when they come after me. There's been many times on here I've said, you need Jesus in your life, which is fucking hilarious, because that's just some of the stuff I grew up on hearing. But when it comes to people or, their path, it's subjective. It's up to the person. I am taking questions, spiritual questions, that is. If you want a reading for questions, that's $5 for 2. I am doing 1-card readings as well. I'm just kind of having discussions in between. So it's whatever you want to do, my dear. Or depending on what you're asking. I mean, it also depends on the people doing it. Yeah, you just got to tell me where you made your donation. I got to check it. And then if you got questions, we're good to go. Depending on who does your baptism, what you feel, what you believe, what the energies are. Okay, so I seen your donation. You get 2, my dear. Laura will be going first, and then I'll have, I almost called you lady. But Lady Love. And then I will give you your one card, my dear. Yeah. So if you do your questions, if you would take those 2 questions and put them in one paragraph, that way it just makes it easier for me to find them. And while I'm waiting, I will do a 1 card for Lady Love. Need a little bit more context. Saturn. Feels like a power struggle in the home. At least that's what I'm getting from your 4th house. Home is, the 4th house is that one of the houses that represents like your home, your ideal. Maybe either you're wanting to get a house or maybe someone's trying to shift the house dynamic. But whatever it is, it does have something to do within the home. And that's at least what I'm getting from the cards right now, lady. There is no way. Wait, what was that? Natalia. Gotta love that name. Is Natalia my ex happy in her new relationship? Will she come? So is it, will she come back to me in March, and is she happy with her new relationship? Is that what you're asking? To living to you. I don't know what the fuck you're saying, but we're gonna go with it. Yes. Okay. Oh shit. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna assume that's for the first question, that's for the second one, and that's where you're gonna end up. Okay, so for your first question, let's come back to you in March. We've got the 9 of Swords, which it does seem like there is contemplation as far as if they will come back. And then there's the Magician in reverse. So maybe it's something that they're going to end up starting talking to you about, but I feel like right now it's not really going to come into being. Whatever, if it is March or coming to until March, I'm just letting you know they're contemplating, but I don't really see it coming into fruition. No, motherfucker. Not you. The stupid computer. So I don't see your first question coming into fruition. Because like I said, we got the 9 of Swords, which is contemplation. And then we got the Magician, which is about trickery. And it's in reverse. So I'm not really seeing it as coming into fruition. To answer your second question, they are restarting their life. They are in a rebirth process. They're leaving the old and starting in the new. Once I get done, I'll tell you what it means. And then we've got the Knight of Cups, my dear. And then the Knight of Cups means that they're taking their leave. They're leaving it behind and they're moving forward with what they got. So for your first question, that's a no. A hell no. At least up right now, because they're going back and forth. Like you said, they're in a relationship. They're kind of going in between both. They might even present the idea that they might want to come back, but I don't think it's one of those situations to where they're actually going to come back. So that's going to be a no. And then for your next situation is they're not dominated by the individual that they're with. And I see them leaving that relationship, but I don't see them coming towards you. So hopefully you understand that. There might be a period where it might seem like something like that, but I don't see it actually being that. It's more of an illusion, so to speak. Fuckery. So we've got also, as far as you go, yes, neither you nor him. She might fuck you for a little bit or come around and give the illusion that it may happen, but it's not going to happen. Then we got the 9 of Wands, which is going to be your decision. You're going to be stuck in your headspace for a while, and you're not going to be a very happy individual, but you will get over it. That is how you're going to outcome from it. And that's all I got for you, my dear. Lady Love, my dear, you got 2 questions. So your first one is, will I or have I found my twin flame? Oh, shit. Okay. So that presents the question, and that's the answer, and that's the search. So last time was a yes. Looks like energy's changed. I mean, that's the thing about readings. Energies will change and shift from day to day. And if you look at the 2 cards that I presented to you in the beginning, those are ones of contemplation and uncertainty. So I don't think that it's it's kind of like when you have a decision. By the way, the ideology or the analogy I'm about to use doesn't mean that I see this type of relationship as this. But see it like this. You got 2 different restaurants. You like both restaurants. But the thing is, you're currently at one restaurant, and you don't want to go to the other restaurant because you don't know if that restaurant's going to like you or how it's going to end or if it's going to end the same way. So you're at this restaurant. You're still checking out the menu. You've never been there before, but you're hoping that it's good. That's kind of like where she's at. Should she go back to the familiar restaurant that she knows the menu, she knows what's there, and, some of the issues that they have? Or is she going to stick with this new menu, see what it offers? Maybe she doesn't like it, but it's going to get to the point to where neither of the menus is something that she wants, and it's going to be more of a self-discovery of herself. She may give the illusion just so she can have somewhere to go for a couple of days, but I don't see it being anything that's set in stone. Now, whether if when that time comes, yeah. I try to make it to where it makes sense, but yeah. Now from Lady Love, my dear, this one right here is the 9 of Pentacles. So this right now is where you're currently at. So right now you're in this mode. Is it, or isn't it? And you've got all these questions. Some are good, some are bad. Basically thoughts that is kind of going in your mind. Which currently right now, this is to answer your question slightly. You're close, but you're not exact. And this is what you're going to need to do in the future. You're going to still be searching for a while. I feel like there's some that are presenting themselves almost like a twin flame kind of vibe. But you got to remember, twin flames are very rare and far and in between. Not everybody in their lifetime is going to find their twin flame. So looking for the ideal of the twin flame is kind of like looking for a needle in a haystack. You don't ever look for your twin flame. Your twin flame comes to be. Now, I think that if you wade through some of the issues that you have when you come to choosing certain individuals, the bad stuff that kind of attracts you to them, you will be able to find that diamond in the rough, that needle in a haystack. But is it going to currently happen within the next 6 months? No. Will it happen in the next year? No. This is going to take progress. But I do feel like someone will end up coming in your life, but it's not going to be what you want. So it's not going to last long. And will I be successful in my singing career? Baby, I fucking hope so. Because God knows we need a little bit more music in this world. All right. So I'm going to give you the 3 stages. This is where you have been. self-doubt, self-loathing. No, you got a lot of people in your ear telling you you're not going to be able to do this. You're not going to be able to do that. You're just putting all your money into something that will never happen. That's your current position. Well, your past current position. So that's like the past you, maybe within the last 6 months, somewhere around there. Now we got your current position. Right now, you're in what I call an in-between mode. So you know that there's opportunities that you've been looking at and you've been kind of trying to find out if they were right for you, but it feels like you're going too slowly about it. See, when I see the Page of Wands, if you look here, even by the illustration itself, Page of Wands tends to go slow. Maybe they're worried about saying the wrong thing, doing the wrong thing, trying to figure out what it is that makes them them. But if you crawl all the way, you're never going to get to what you want. You're going to have to sacrifice. And once you start doing that, that's when you're going to move into the Queen of Swords. Now, normally Swords is one that you don't want to see, but in this instance, with the other cards, it's actually pretty decent. So with the Queen of Swords, basically the Queen of Swords, what that tells us is that you basically need to strap on your big girl panties and get ready for some bullshit. And here's why. You're going to be going through a lot of different changes in a short amount of time in this next coming year. So what you need to do is you need to set your goals. And when you set your goals, make them realistic for you. Things that you know you're going to follow through with and actually do. Then you need to set your battle plan. During that time, you're going to have a lot of fuckery come amongst. But you will end up getting an opportunity. But it's going to be up to you on whether or not you take it. Just remember, with every opportunity we get, there's always a catch. So be careful, be wise, and be smart. That's what this card is telling you. Don't take everybody's word for just, oh, they're going to be able to do it. Make them show you. Don't do anything for nobody until they show you what they can do or what they have done. That is my tip from this reading for you. Hopefully that makes sense. Sorry about that. That is gross. By the way, if anybody's came in and wants a reading, just let me know. Children. You feed them, and sometimes they forget to bring down the plates. Then you have to remind them. And I like you guys so much, I don't want to bust out some of your eardrums, so then I mute the chat. Spiritual J, my dear, it seems like we've got some injustice. So maybe somebody decided with somebody else, or it looks like maybe a betrayal of some kind. Or maybe you thought it was going to go one way and it went another one. And the only reason I give you that card right off the bat is because when I was shuffling, you were walking in. But by the way, hi. And what the fuck is going on? Who the fuck pissing in your Cheerios? I swear, people be testing them motherfucker nowadays. That's facts. I got played. Well, I'm sorry about that, baby. Hopefully, whatever you got played on is not something that keeps on giving. If you know what I mean. What I'm throwing down, jelly bean. It's like I always tell my brothers. I don't care what you do with your life. I don't care how many things that you do with it. Just make sure you don't keep on getting the gift that keeps giving. I've just been devastated. Let's see what your angels got to say. Normally, I don't give more than one card, but God knows you need some angel advice today, baby. You are very welcome, honey, and I appreciate you coming here. Hey, by the way, since you are new, Lady Love, if you don't mind subscribing, the 24th, I'm going to be going live and giving away a free reading I've been writing everybody's name down forever and a day. So we're going to put all the names in, do a whole thing here if you want to join in. I know people got family and shit, and some can't make it, but if you can, it'd be awesome. We love new faces. Spiritual J, my baby. See this as a lesson, because we got study in reverse, which means a lesson that was somewhat learned, but not really. And you need to get back to who you are. That is the message that is coming here when we see nature from your angels. You need to reground yourself, regroup, restructure, get yourself in the right headspace. And you need to just let nature go. Go with the flow. Don't try to push anything. And kind of just let yourself heal a little bit. That's a bad thing about motherfuckers, man. People will use people left and right, and it's a fucked up world, man. It's like I told my hubby, I was like, there used to be like a barter system or like a neighbor system where people actually gave a fuck about each other, but no one does anymore. It's like over the weekend, man, there was this guy down the road, had been there since 5 o'clock in the morning. It was like 9 o'clock at night. And the hubby had mentioned he had seen him there all day trying to work on his car. And I'm like, we're going through the drive-through anyway. Let's get him a pop, a couple snacks or whatever. End up dropping it off to the man. He was like, thanks. Because I guess his axle on his car broke and he was trying to fix it. Whole fucking thing, man. Sometimes kindness will get you far in life. Hey, more, baby. If we would remember to be community, we'd be better as a people instead of trying to outdo each other and trying to get what the fuck we want from each other. You know what I mean? And you're very well welcome, baby. Have courage. So you got a situation coming in more where you need to focus before you act. And it's this beautiful card. I love the way this card looks, though. So pretty. So it seems like there's a situation where you're really going to have to step back and take, a moment. And it's going to cause you to need a little bit more courage than you normally have in your day-to-day life. But it's one that I think needs to happen. Just make sure that the way you go about it, you think about it. That's the truth. Pink, pretty, sparkly ones. You're welcome, baby. Anytime I can help. The ones that I'm most recently getting, the one I got is a Sex Terror deck coming. I've got a Demon deck coming in January. I think I got another Sex deck coming as well from someone else. And then me and the hubby, we kind of just been looking around at different decks. I'd like to get some vintage decks. And there was one I seen that was really cute. I showed in live a couple nights ago. And I've been thinking about, but it's like a really small deck, like it's so itty bitty. And I'm like, it's kind of cool because it just looks old and I've never seen anything like it. What do different decks do? Just collecting item thing. Actually, I can answer that. So this one and this one. So these two are, oh God, give me a second. So first off, before I go into showing my decks, always remember every deck has its own specialty. And it just depends on the reader and the deck. Some will use one deck to rule them all. Me, I'm like, I need to collect them all type of person because I just love decks in general. And it's fun getting the energy of the deck, figuring out how the deck is energy-wise because they all have their own attitude. And to me, some of them work better for certain things than others. So we're going to dive into that. So Normally, your normal tarot deck is 72 cards, which this is my big Thoth deck, as one of these cards that you see here. And that's what it looks like. Now, the Thoth deck was actually created by Aleister Crowley and another lady whose name escapes me, but he worked her ass off for that fucking deck. If you go into it, there's a book that comes with it. It's a thick, big ass book. I think it's like 200 and some pages, and he goes in depth about every card. You can when I'm done. And then we got this deck, which I just got, and it's called the Deviant Moon deck, which is this one, which is also 72 cards, Arcana, Major, and Minor. Then these are for kind of like your give all, be all. No matter what the style is, no matter what it is, it's always going to be the same pattern or consistency in what's in the deck. But when you get into specialty decks such as Oracle cards can range anywhere from 28 to 32 or more. Some people will use playing cards to do readings as well. This one, most of my decks were given to me, or I took from the hubby, because he's got a thing about Oracle decks and he never uses them, so then I use them. But this deck is called the Enchanted Astrologer. Now, I didn't get a book with this deck, or at least I don't remember it. Maybe I did. But this was given to me by a friend, and this has everything from astrology signs to houses and planets and all that fun jazz. So this is like everything in between. I use this more for my timing, to find out what signs we're dealing with or what kind of energy each sign has, along with the planet that's associated, and those planets have different meanings as well. If we get into Oracle decks, there's many. I've got two right here. One's an Angel Oracle deck, which is this one. Pretty simple. I mean, it's not bougie, because if it was mine and I was picking it, it would have been bougie. But, you know, hubby's a little bit simpler than I am. And then we got this one, and they're two different styles. They each have their own meaning. Some of them come with books, some of them don't. It just depends on what you get and where you get it from. Now, me personally, if I wanted to do a quick reading to just get some guidance, I do this for the guides, this for the angels. I have been looking at a deity set, so that one will be coming eventually sometime down the road. And each deck I kind of use for different things. Like my Deviant Moon deck, I use this for in-depth situations where I need a pinpoint or going into the past. My Thoth deck I use for everything and anything in between, or if I want more of a blunt reading for somebody. And that's just what I got so far. So hopefully that helps you out. And thank you, Sophie. If you were so kind enough and you waited, my dear, if you're still here, let me know, and I will go ahead and give you your one card reading. Let's see what we got. So if you are new, subscribe. That's the first thing I ask, because I'm trying to grow this channel, you know what I mean? But normally when I have multiple cards pop up, if it's like a big stack, I'll count them and then tell you to pick a number. If it's a small stack like this, I'll tell you what the numbers are, and then you just tell me which one you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Pick your card, my dear. So we got the moon. We got an imbalance of emotions coming. Is that the moon? No, that's Mars. Ew. That means that you just got out of a shitty situation. So used to the moon deck being in reverse. So I don't know if maybe there was a situation where it could have escalated to a point where maybe there was some anger issues that were being brought up, or maybe some bad dreams even. But it does seem like it is starting to reside and starting to switch over. Give me one When do you do the deeper readings? Do you feel the need? It just depends on the person. Trying to get avoid information. And it depends on what they want. Because some people, when they come up and they're an asshole, those are the ones where I bring out bitch, try me deck. Or they're kind of getting hostile, or they're not really giving me a lot of information, and I know that there's something missing, I'll go to the Thoth deck. I do real life readings. That is a very good point. Here's if I don't know if you'll ever be in Ohio. If you want a reading, come find me. That'd be weird. Knock knock. Reading. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, but if you're gonna look for a reader, always check, people who've done readings, check reviews, stay away from their website reviews. Like, actually get on and start asking people who are local around you, like, have you had a reading from this person? And before you take their word for it, always check and see if they're friends or not, because if they're friends, they're most likely going to tell you what they want you to hear, just so they can get a deal on a reading or some shit, you know what I mean? You always want to make sure that the people that you're going to either have it in writing or spoken word, if you trust them, that is, that they have a policy about what is said, what is done. That's behind closed doors. No one gets to know. Because the worst thing that I've seen tarot readers do is they'll do a reading, the person will walk out, and then that reader will talk about the shit about that's going on in their life, and then talk shit about them, and they just made like $150. That's bullshit. Yes, people can't speak to the dead. I've seen the dead. I've heard the dead. I've been woken up by the dead. It just depends on the individual that you are dealing with. Now, if I want to know if someone's telling me the truth, if they can really see the dead, I don't tell them about anybody in my family that's passed on. So that way I can, normally, and I've even done this with my kids, I'm like, if you hear this one code word, it's me. Or if you hear this one phrase, it's me when I pass. And when I pass, I'm also going to put that in. So that way, if they do get a reading by someone that's reading, or if it does come up, or whatever it may be, they know it's me. So if it doesn't feel like it's someone that, that you've been family with, and they're not telling you something that obviously, then that's a red flag for me. I've had only one person other than myself who I would fully freaking trust, hands down, to give me a reading, and I'm not even friends with him no more. Yeah, people do that. Oh, well, thank you. I try to have good vibes. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It also depends on my environment. What if it's a ghost who's like impersonating a loved one? Well, first off, you're going to know, especially if you're really intuitive. When people impersonate a loved one, they can only go, or a spirit, demon, daemon, whatever the fuck you want to call it. They can only go on by what you put out there in the universe. That's why I said, have a secret code word that's not spoken. Sorry, I'm hiccuping and I'm trying to stop it. But have a secret code word or something, so that way that way you don't have that. Plus, if you remember when that family member was alive, they had a certain energy, a certain smell, a certain something about them that you could feel every time you see them. If you ain't getting that same feeling, you're dealing with some bullshit. And anybody who's going to give you a reading from the dead is going to make it clear and plain when they start out that whatever I bring forth is who I bring forth. Anything other that is trying to come in and impersonate, they should have a block on that already. Like, there's only been a few instances where I've had people jump in me, and that's normally the ghosts that live in my home, and that's my deity. Those are the only two exceptions I've ever had, and I really fucking hate it when the things in my house want to jump out and go traveling with me. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. It's all nasally today. But yeah, I would really appreciate a real life reading. The thing about me, like, I've done huge events and I've even had people ask me, why don't you do psychic events? I fucking hate them. Because one, I can already tell you when there's someone in there bullshitting, and nothing pisses me off more. And then, not only to mention that, like, some people will harp on motherfuckers about stupid shit. And it's like, you're fucking cold reading these motherfuckers. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, and it irritates me. And then you get all that energy in there, and some of these motherfuckers have real bad juju. I don't do psychic fairs. And if I did, it would be a lot of preparation ahead of time. There's only like a few that I've done with other psychics around, and I've got a 2 limit basis. That's me and 2 others, and that's all I'll go around. Because at that point, most of the readers that are local around here, I know. And if I see certain names, I won't go. But the ones that I have done shows with, they're not too bad. But some people are just either way off or just horrible. And I'm not trying to talk shit about people because I don't really want to be that person, but it's life experience that I've had from different shows and events. Because when I first started doing tarot, there was a few psychic events I did, and I never really got a good vibe. I always felt drained or sick. Just too many energies, too many people, too much bullshit. And the way that I do readings is a little different, I think, than most people do. I'm like, when you're in that setting, you're having to do multiple at once. Like right now, it's not that bad because I can tap into your guys' energy, give you a reading, or basically what the universe is wanting for you at that time, and it's not so bad. But when you're in face-to-face situations, it's a lot more draining because you're not just getting little tidbits of energy, you're getting the full blast of someone's energy and every energy that they've come in contact before they came to you. And that is a pain in the ass. Everyone is special in their own different way. Yes, you can get a reading. Hey, there is something over there or over there. That needs to be on for you to discover it. Because I keep on hearing it. I don't know if it's just the heat kicking on or what it is. A reading. Give me 1 second, my dear. Hey, you know what you should do because you let me? You should bring me all the stuff so I can make me a salad. Because I want a salad. Since I'm just chatting. And then I'm going to have spaghetti. What? I just want my salad for right now. Thank you. For my salad? Plate. I'm weird. You got judgment, Grace. I don't feel like someone's living up to your expectation. Normally, judgment is passed on others, but I feel like this judgment is you passing it on yourself. Just for the reason that, one, it's reversed, and normally when I say it like this, it's judgments on oneself that they're putting on. Morocco, hello, baby, and welcome. Let me write down your name along with lovely Grace, or Green. I don't know why I called her Grace, my bad. If you know a Grace in your life, tell them I said hi. I got that shredded lettuce, and I bought new dressing. Yeah, when I ordered groceries, I got some that was like specialty cheese for salads, specialty cheese for this. I really don't know what I should call you, Morocco. I think we're going to go with Morocco because that's just not words that I know of. Or CJ. Whatever you want. If you would, please subscribe. It does help me with my channel.
I did that.
I know. That card was for you, my dear. Jalila. Jalila? I don't know.
What do you want?
I don't know. What do you mean, what do I want?
What here?
I do want Caesar, but I got a brand new Caesar bottle. You can pitch. Let me see that one. Is that the Newman's? What is it?
Ken's Steakhouse.
Oh, that's my brand new one. Don't pitch that one. Yeah.
You want little
The croutons?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you would. You know, like I said, you didn't have to make. Don't put the dressing on, or I will, because you drown the salad.
That's how I like
I don't like it drowned. I like to be able to taste the salad, not just a little bit of salad with a bunch of dressing. Okay, so we got the hangman in reverse, which means you, my dear, have changed a situation in your life from bad to good, not good to bad, because I wouldn't be in a situation that you would want. But yes, I got fingers.
Okay. I mean,
Thank
I
you.
hope you do.
It may not work. Actually, yeah. I lost my nib. It's in there. Actually, no, it ain't. You're gonna have to give me a knife because I took my scissors up because I got wrapping to do tonight.
Oh,
Because we got one pair of scissors to rule them all in this house.
yeah. Quite sad, but it's true.
Sorry. Welcome to the salad making hour. Normally it's snacks. Today we're eating rabbit food. Because I want actual food. Please do not put your hands in the salad. Just shake it.
Yeah, true.
I know you clean your hands because I make you clean your hands, but it's still the thought. Sorry. Anyway. Huh? No, I can't hear you when you're crunching on croutons.
That's not normal.
What, crunching on croutons? I've done it. When you're hungry and you got nothing. When you guys were little, it was struggle meals, man.
Croutons and
Croutons and ranch dressing used to be my snack. Sorry about that. I feel like this is like get to know me hour. And my weird, crazy preferences. Anyway, hi.
what was that?
Because it's awkward. We're having a whole conversation. I got like 5 people staring at me.
Anyway, hi.
Right?
Me in class. Anyway, hi.
Oh,
I forced you to go on mic and camera.
I'm jealous of your kids. Please adopt me. Okay, but you got cleaning to do.
Yeah.
She hates dishes, so we'll rotate. I like the side chats. I know. It's like for a minute, I forget about you guys, and then I'm like, oh yeah, we're still live. Hey, Alex, join.
She literally
Subscribe.
just said she forgets you guys. Remember that.
In a good way, we're just so close that I feel like it's going to rain. Like I've got either rain or snow vibes coming. I hope it does too. I could finally turn on. Okay, so I got this like electric fireplace, which I really like regular fireplaces because you get that smell. But, you know, it is what it is. Get an incense or something, right? Either way. Did you just laugh at me? That is a lot of cheese.
Exactly. You gotta be able to not be able to poop. You gotta be able to not be able to poop. Man, I don't make sense.
Anyway, yeah. I don't need you to like the video. The video likes itself. I need you to subscribe. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I thought I broke the computer. What?
I was in your live yesterday. I wanted to say something, but I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
Oh, the fuckery.
I was there, but then I left. So I was like, oh, no. I'll mess up the vibe. I'll let you.
My boss wants to speak to me Friday. I'm concerned. I will subscribe. For questions, I charge, but for a reading, like one card, universal shit, universal. Pixar, bitch. No, you get one free reading. What?
I said we love that $5 retail.
$5 retail. Oh shit. Thank God I didn't put dressing on yet. Pick your card. You get one card. So one or two. Choose your destiny. Who the
You just
I think I got another bottle. What's the date on this? Pretty goofy. What the fuck? Which Disney character are you today? Pretty goofy.
wow.
So we got Jupiter. Fuck my life. And give me a second. I'm trying to find a. This is not helping my lives.
I'm pretty goofy.
Trying to find an expiration date. I don't want to eat old gross dressing from fucking the 80s.
The farthest I've seen is 2012.
That's your dad. I blame him. He's fridge detail. I don't know.
We just don't.
Smell it. I remember buying a new dressing bottle, and that one ain't it. I picked card one. This card one. Yay! God. Sorry for anybody in the future. And into this chat. Don't come after me. I haven't had my salad, damn it.
This is it's safe. April
April what?
2021.
I want the one that's like a squeeze bottle. Well, that can be your dad's. I want the squeeze bottle one. I'm bougie, damn it. I think it's in the cupboard. The cupboard. When's the last time someone said that? Cupboard. It's in the cupboard. With the little... Go to the cupboard, my dear. Get the sugar. Oh, fuck, Alex. You're not getting a reading. I'm done. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so we got Jupiter. Let mommy move the salad and get situated. Shush. We're trying to give a reading, and you're fucking it up. And we got Jupiter in reverse. You were not meant to be part of the Sailor Moon crew. No, basically what that's... Shut up. I hear her giggle. Hey, babes. That's the one. It's brand new.
It's fat.
Don't tilt it. It's liquid. God.
I mean, is it?
Jupiter in reverse. I've lost my train of thought. Are you having trouble?
Yeah.
Give me the damn dressing.
Here, I tried. I tried to be helpful.
It would help if you'd stop chewing your nails like the Holocaust. Empty that. Give me that. Dear Lord. Okay, so Jupiter, like we were saying, and I'm sorry about the Holocaust joke. That's not serious. Jesus Christ. Anyway, you guys know what this means. This video is going on private after this. Fuck. So we got Jupiter in reverse. Jupiter in reverse tells me that you're having some issues, which we already know with your job. But let's be honest, it's not really what you really care about. You need something in your life that brings you more joy. You're not following what you're meant to do. You're just following what you can do. So it seems to me like you need life choices in the universes. Well, there is more than one, I guess. The universe is coming to tell you, bitch, it's time to move on. So take that as you will while I pull thy dressing. We were reading Alex, or trying to read Alex for like the last 30 minutes, but I got into a giggle fit. So yeah. Merry Yule to you, my dear. This is good, but it's got a weird flavor in it. I am eating a salad because I made dinner tonight, and I'm like, Everybody else, it got done like hours ago and everyone else has ate and I haven't yet. So I'm like, we're 2 hours deep. I'm eating a salad, the first healthy thing on a live that I've ate. That's good though. I think I know what it is. It's like this dressing is almost like a mixture between blue cheese and Caesar dressing. It's not bad. But you can definitely taste it. No, it's not bad. How you doing today, Gabby? How you doing, Real? Yeah, I was about to say, Pastor. It seems like 2020 beat you to it. Readings, it really just depends. Like right now, it's just me eating a salad and chilling with you guys. We just kind of go with the flow, and when energies die out, so does this live. But you're more than welcome to send them towards the channel, my dear. Because I'm going live almost every other day. I'm going to see what you got going. And Gabby, I'll give you a reading too in between my salad. Man, that fucking dressing is a bomb. If you guys like Caesar dressing and blue cheese, highly recommend it. Where are you? I know you in here. Maybe I don't know what had happened because you got the 12th house, but it does seem like you're getting in a better situation. You're getting that fire back, getting that passion back, kind of refining your purpose again, baby. And that's a good thing. Sometimes we got to fall, pick ourselves up, keep on moving. Gabby, we got love again, babe. I don't know who it is, but actually, I wonder if it's about that individual you start talking to. Because I know you brought it up. But the cards are acknowledging. So I'm assuming that's something that you were hoping come up. You're welcome, dear. You know, sometimes people do stuff like that, though. They're kind of like, they know it gets to you, but they like to see you a little bit heated because you look cute when you're heated. I would just take it like that. Mm-hmm. Trust me, there's a lot of things I call my husband, and I'm just teasing. Am I going crazy here? Is my boss sadistic? Probably they're sadistic. Could be also that the serious conversations that you have are kind of ones that he's trying to ignore. So, I mean, you know. I'll tell you what, this dressing would be really good for like deep fried pickles. By the way, anybody coming in that's wanting a reading, all you got to do is just let me know. And I will be more than happy to do that for you. You should have seen it last night. So the hubby got home from work and I woke up because he wasn't quiet when he came in. And I was telling him about the chocolates, right? And I'm like, and I brought up what your hubbin, not hubby, hubbin. I said she wolf about like coming to the estate or whatever the hell you live. But I was like, you know what they're doing, right? And he was like, what? I was like, they're trying to fatten me up. So that way if I ever do come and visit, they can slaughter me. Deep fried pickles ain't as bad as you think. It's like an Italian breading that I use. I can't speak for anybody else. I don't like going to restaurants and getting them. But I normally make them around here for like game day and shit. And Gabby, I'm not sure what you didn't hear. Oh, come on. It makes it interesting. Going to a foreign land. And I was like, this was the fucked up part. Because you remember that picture you showed me of the hubby with the axe? I told Jason, I was like, they even showed me what the fuck they're cutting me up with. I'm like, they ain't hiding. You heard right. It was a little witch occultist joke. I promise, Gabby, if something ever happened and I was getting slaughtered, you're the first one I'm coming to haunt because you're the easiest scare. I'm like, oh shit. What fun is that? I could be the talking head of the house. The things we joke about on this channel. I hate when people call me and I don't know who the hell they are. They don't leave a message. They're just there to fuckery. By the way, I did get that donation. It took me a minute to realize what the hell was going on. I heard a band once called the Talking Heads. I bet they had people rolling to get in there. That was an Antoinette reference. What is that mean? That's my spirit guide. Has anybody ever seen that show Disenchanted on Netflix with the little dark guy and the little blonde-haired girl? That show's hilarious. And that's what that reminded me of. I'm the neediest demon of all. Step right up, I'm a reasonable guy. I super out of media out of the sky. Whoa. I love it when you get those stupid spam texts. That's the only good thing that I miss about the beginning of Corona is all those like stupid messages and stupid calls that you get about your car warranty or health insurance you never really put in for, just all disappeared. Can we go back to that part of the quarantine where, all those stupid calls just kind of went yeet out the fucking door? Yeah, I don't understand what dark skins mean. Like, what kind of weird ass reference are you giving us, Gabby? Do. Oh, the calls went away. I know. No. Like, I just get the stupidest calls about, like, insurance and stuff like that. And I'm like, I got insurance. And stop calling me. Oh, you know how it goes. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, you're talking about your boy Province? We don't call. We have a do not call registry here where you can put your... See, we're supposed to also, but for some reason, it gets ignored. And I don't know why, because it's fucking annoying as shit. Like, they'll start at like anywhere between 9 and 10 o'clock in the morning and go all the way to like 7 or 8 o'clock at night. And I'm like, motherfuckers. Nobody wants it. And they seem like nice people, that are on the phone. Like a lot of them do. But it's just like, it's like over here we have a lot of issues with our electric provider, you get these scam artists who try to get you to change your provider or something stupid like that, and they'll tell you they work for your actual electric company and they don't. And then they're like, yeah, we do. And I'm like, I just got off the phone. Move on. Get out. I hate them people. I fucking wish we had that here. But apparently in America, we say, hell no. Buckets all you want. So stupid. Like, there's some things that I wish that we had that other countries do. Like, if someone gets sick or can't support themselves, like some countries will, help those people out so that way they don't have so much homeless or crime or stuff like that. To me, that makes sense. But here in America, they don't really see it as making sense. So I don't know. Or like holiday leave, or like you have to get so many days off a year that are paid. Like, why aren't we doing that as a country? Yeah, I know. See, here's the thing, and this is a theory. I have never been tested, and I don't really go out that much because of the whole situation. But last November to around December, I was sick for like a whole fucking month. And I'm swearing that I had it when it first came out because literally I didn't want to move. I didn't want to eat, like none of that stuff. And it was horrible. And I never get sick. Like, I'm a big girl and you think that I would get sick. Like, I get runny nose, but that's sinus shit. That's like genetics. I can't do nothing about that. But as far as like puffy eyes and all that and being in bed, muscles hurting, like the whole 9 yards, no. But last year, it felt like death. I was knocking on doors, death. Like, fucking, let me in. And then I got over it. And then the next thing you know, the country is being shut down. I'm like, I wonder. And everybody was like, oh, you can get it again at first. And I was like, I don't think you can. Something just tells me that this is like a one thing. And occasionally maybe somebody might get it twice. But I don't think it's something that keeps on happening. Or at least it may not be in my case. I don't know. So, but so far, knock on wood, I've been safe. Our family's been safe. And we've been blessed. So, for me, and this is just my personal doing, like I was taking everything. I was taking over-the-counter medication, like Robitussin, Tylenol, all of those. And I wasn't like doing what they were saying. I was chugging them like it was a 40 and it was the holidays. Like I was fucking going on in that shit. I had cough drops. I had nasal decongestant. I had honey. I would only drink tea. I would only drink bone broth and stuff like that. Like it was a whole thing. I lost quite a bit of weight during it too. Of course, I gained it back because quarantine. But I was drinking elderberry tea and a bunch of other stuff. I had friends bringing over care packages of different herbal blends. Hibiscus tea was one of the things I was using. Like there was a lot of different stuff. Like I was ingesting everything I could to try to get it to go. And it got to the point to where I'm laying in bed so much. I'm like, dude, I'm just over it. I'm fucking done. So I decided, all right, I'm going to go through the whole fucking house and I'm going to push myself to get up daily and keep on going and keep on going. Keep on walking, getting my lung strength up because literally I was like spitting up this green, dark green, yellow stuff. So I knew I had an infection in my lungs. And then I was eating things that have natural antibiotics in it and all of that. Like it was horrible. And it took about a good month for me to get over it. And that was 2 weeks of me keeping on taking stuff. Like it was real bad. Like it got to the point, even when I was pushing myself daily, like I would go to sleep and sleep 10, 12 hours a day. No problem. And it just got to the point to where it was bad. Like, there was a few nights I had to call my sister-in-law, like, come get the kids, because I can't stay up. I keep on wanting to pass out. And, you know, I've made dinner and stuff for the kids. And, like, the stuff that I was making dinner was, like, freezer stuff. And I'm like, they need a good home-cooked meal because I just can't do it. I'm so sick. And he's got to work because we got to be able to pay our bills. So she came and got the kids for about a week. And they stayed with her for a week. And then that whole week, I just did nothing but cleaning my house like a soldier and, like, drinking soup and the whole 9 yards. It was horrible. Like, I even told the hubby, because he was looking at me, he's like, it can't be that bad. He's like, you've literally took everything. And this was before, you know, it all came out. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I was like, but I really do feel like shit. And I'm like, you've seen me. I've been sick before, like maybe a week or maybe a week and a half. I'm like, but this shit is putting me on my ass. I literally feel like I'm dying. And, you know, he kept on getting me stuff. God love him. And, like, there was at one point, like, it was a couple days before payday, his mom was bringing me stuff. And I'm like, it's just not working. And I'm like, all this stuff over the counter is not working. So that's when I got tired of it. And I started going a natural route. I started looking up different herbs and mixtures I can do to boost my immune system. And that's just pretty much what I did. I used honey because it's got natural antibiotics in it. A chamomile to help me soothe, mint, and other stuff. I can't remember the list. I'll have to go look at it and maybe one day put all the stuff up. But it was fucking hard, dude. It sucked. And I've never been tested for it. The hubby's been tested, and he never came out with anything, but it's just been crazy. Yeah, it was pretty much like, it wasn't like one day. It was kind of like towards, because it took a month to get over it. And then it was about a week after that. So it was like a month and a week. And that first week when it started to kind of feel like myself, you know how like when you get over getting a cold, you start to feel like yourself, but you're not 110% yourself. That's how it feels for like the 3-4 days into it after that. Like you start to feel like you can move around more. Things ain't hurting as bad. You're clearing up in your lungs and all that. Like it was horrible. Fucking sucked. And then the next thing I know, like a month later, here they are talking about this pandemic. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Because I was sick last year from a week after my birthday till the beginning of the year in January. And that was the week that I was kind of like getting out of it. Dude, it sucked. Like even my sister-in-law at the time was like, you know, talking to my husband, and I could hear him on the phone like, she's never been this sick. You need to get her to the hospital. And I didn't want to go to the hospital because I'm like, they're going to give me a bunch of drugs. It's going to bring down my immune system, or they're going to try to hook me up to air and shit. And all that's going to do is make my immune system weaken, and it's going to make my lungs weaken. It lasted about a month. It was one solid month and then at least 2 weeks to get back to normal. Like I started being able to taste and smell things around that time. But do you know how like when you get around somebody and you start smelling that smell of death coming? That's what it was starting to smell like in my bedroom. I wouldn't even let the hubby be in there. And I'm like, I got to clean this house. I was like, and I bought like 2 or 3 sage bundles. I was burning that shit left and right. It was horrible. It did for me. Like I say, I can't speak for anybody, and I'm not even 100% certain that's what it is. But I think that's what it was, because that was right around that time that they were like, well, it wasn't here and just showed up. And then it goes back further and further. And now they're saying sometime in November. So yeah, I was fucked. And what kills me is like, you knew about it. You knew this was something that was happening. And what it was is they didn't want to fuck up people's holiday. And that's what it was. Like, oh, they'll just think, you know, whatever, get a few cases here or there. It's not nothing, you know. Yeah, right. Like, it was fucked up. I would not wish it on anybody. I even told my husband, I was like, I have enemies that I've wanted to torture for years. Wouldn't give it to nobody. And he was getting so mad because he couldn't sleep with me. And I'm like, look, something happens to me, you need to keep going. Hey there, dear. Yeah, I know. But yeah, eventually got good, and like he was a trooper and the kids were good. Like we had sanitizer and everything just because I was sick at that point. And I went out and got disinfectant and stuff. So we were good for probably about the first month that shit really went down because I had already been sick. And you know, when I go through the house and I get that sense of death is knocking at the door, I go through the house like a fucking crazy woman. Like everything gets wiped down. Shit that isn't even, I don't even go around gets wiped down. And I was throwing out a bunch of stuff and like trying to move around. And he's like, you're overdoing it. I'm like, no, I'm not overdoing it. Like it was bad. Like I wouldn't even let the dog sleep with me and they hated it. Oh, let's see. Who did I get come in while I was sharing my story of death? Jenny. Hello, Jenny. And like it really made me want to take my health into consideration. Like I know I eat out too much, but it's one of those things of kind of like convenience, you know what I mean? Like some nights or some days, you know, I got too many readings or too much trying to get him ready, dealing with kids at school, talking and all that, and it just makes it easier. Pretty much that's how he's seen it. Jenny, let's see what I got for you. Then I got Dixit. My connection is unstable. Wait while we try to reconnect. I don't know if you guys are seeing me or not, but that is what it is saying. So, as I'm noticing it, I'm going to plug in my computer. I'm saying, hey, bitch, you're unstable. I'm like, yeah, I know. Shay, it seems like you've got a little. Actually, this is Jenny, not Shay. I don't know why I'm saying Shay. Ooh, bear. Sorry. So, Jenny, it seems like maybe at some point that you're feeling distant towards someone and it's kind of slowly coming around where either you're seeing their side or they're seeing your side or you're starting to feel closer to them. That's a good sign. Don't know who it's about, but to me, that seems like a good sign. And now, since we got Jenny, now we're going to go to Sheree. Sheree. It almost sounds like hooray. Sheree. What do I got for you, baby? Okay, I got quite a bit that's popped out for you. So what I do here, when I have multiple cards pull out, I ask you to pick a number. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9 cards that popped out. There's a stack. Pick your card 1 through 9, Shay, my dear. What will she choose between 1 through 9? Got so many cards up, it's hard to deny. Shit doesn't seem to be going your way, and it's easy to see. That's not the half of it. Sheree, my dear, 1 through 9, pick you a card. You had a stack come out and you get 1. I wanted to know, if you wanted to know about some question in a relationship, you've been in here long enough to check out the description below. The description will tell you everything about my lives. It tells you about me, tells you about payment options. I do not do questions for free. Sorry, my dear. It's just not what I do. Coconuts. Coconut. Coconut. I don't try to be rude. It just came off as rude. Coconut. I gotta do some Okay, Coconut, you got 3 different cards that popped up. Pick one. 1, 2, or 3, baby. Have a good night, babe. 1, 2, or 3. 3. Yay, we got South Node. So there's something that you're wanting to pursue. This is more of what you want to do than what your life purpose is. So this right here is telling me that there is something that you're going towards that is actually calling to you. And normally when I get this card, it's one that tends to be creative one. So whatever it is that you're wanting to pursue or have the passion for, now is the time for you to do so. Arsa, my dear, messages can be divine, spiritual, or otherwise. It just depends on what you need to hear. We do not customize unless you pay. I just want to put that out there. Let's see what we got, though. See, I'm like a car option. You can get the old car, which gives you something to get from where you're going to where you need to be. But if you want the deluxe option, you're going to have to upgrade that purchase. Because energy is time and time is money. So we got 2 cards, my baby. 1 or 2, pick your poison. It's up to you. Nathan, welcome, my dear. Please subscribe. That is how we do readings in this house. And I don't do questions for free, so I would advise checking the prescription. Check your prescription and check out the description. All right, so we got card 1. We got the Knight of Cups. It seems like you're trying to reach for something, but it doesn't seem like it's coming to be. But you keep on pushing and trying to get it. Let me tell you, sometimes in life we think we want something, but in reality we don't need it. We just think that we do. And this is one of those cases where you keep on reaching, you get almost close to it, and then it gets snapped up. Take that as your warning. Don't keep on going after the same thing if it ain't working the first time. That's a divine message. Which, if you think about it, every message that you receive on this channel is divine, since I'm the Divine Witch. You're welcome. Nathan. Oh. Yes, you can, my dear. Let's see what the cards got in for you. Goddess of love. Make sure to subscribe because, you know, this goddess needs some love. Let's see. What do we got for you today? So we got a stack. Normally when this comes up, I get you to pick a card. 2, 3. Woo, 3. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You got 13 cards I pulled up, my love. Pick 1 through 13, and I'll tell you which one you got. Let me know which one you want to go with. Just really know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got the Prince of Swords, which means that you're still not out of the woods with your troubles right now. Seems like you were getting pulled in every other direction, but as far as right now, it seems like it's slowed down. But let me tell you, you're not out of the woods yet, my dear. So just keep an eye out as far as like what you're trying to do and how much you're spreading yourself thin, because it seems to be a pattern from what I'm seeing, along with a lot of death and a lot of rebirth in your reading from the other cards present, along with someone trying to control you, which is a whole nother issue for another time. But just don't overdo it. Only do what you can with the limit that you have. We are only human. We can only do so much. We can only control people for so long. I hate when my cards bend in a certain way. Nathan, my dear, you can. I've been waiting for you to tell me if I skipped you or not. Because let's be honest, I'm a little squirrel. And if you haven't, you need to subscribe, my dear. Dr. Nurse, yes, you may. Haven't seen you around here in a while. Must have been busy. So, Nathan, my dear, we've got the Knight of Wands. Seems like you've lost in victory. Lost a victory. This is a bad way of saying that you lost. It seems like you're kind of fighting against the tide a little bit, and it didn't work out in your favor because it seems like you were blindly led into a shitstorm. Gotta watch that shit. Intuition. Reawaken that shit. Dr. Love. Dr. Nurse. So the question is, okay, I gotta know. So, love or career? It depends on the day. Here's my question though. I do got a question. Here's my question. With a name like Dr. Nurse, of course I'm gonna have to ask, where the fuck did that come from? So while I'm shuffling, you tell me the story. I'm in the supermarket and there's this rude guy. That's what you do. Go get a cucumber. And then, like, one of the ones that is, like, wrapped up. And then you look at him and be like, you think my boyfriend could take this? And then when he's, like, all irate and be like, here, you need it more. Because obviously you need fucked. And then walk away. Music list. Can I have a general as well? Oh, I don't know, maybe. Dr. Nurse. Right. Seems like there's a loss in finances over a lady. Don't you know if you got screwed over from a divorce, you got screwed over from an arrangement, or maybe you expected more for what you spent and didn't get it. But whatever there is, doctor, it does seem to be one of a money loss situation. And I still want to know where that name came from. Who are you on right now? I'm on fucking baby Jesus. When you hear me say music, I'm talking to you. That's what I'm on. You're not the only motherfucker in the chat. There are 6 other people. 7 if you include me. Breathe, relax. It's not that deep. And when I said doctor, there's a doctor. It could be a job loss. That is very possible. I would hope not, because in this situation, in this life, nobody fucking needs that. Oh, stay music. Follow your fucking and patience, motherfucker. Patience. That wasn't the reading, but that was from me. Patience. Patience, and bring that creativity the fuck out. That's all you got to do. As soon as you start being real with the things that you do, that creativity is going to flow like a fucking butterfly and sting like a motherfucking bee. Oh no. Follow my what? Follow my what? You know what? I don't got time for fuckery or repeating myself. Go back and look, my dear. Follow your fucking passion. Like Gabby said. But in a nicer way. Like, I'm pretty blunt. And I mean, maybe some things don't translate. Fuck my life. Translate well, but you know. Fuck. There's only so many words I can use. And if you're on an English channel and you have trouble with English, bud, or girl, or sis, or homie, we'll go with homie. That's a good one. It goes wherever you go. But for real, you're on the wrong channel if you can't understand me. Because that's how I talk. It's a bad situation that day. DD, new sub. May I have a general? Day. Thanks, Gabby. Gabba do. All right, DD. New sub, new life. Same old shit. I would hope so. I almost thought about stealing Gabby's little copy and paste that way when she's not in here. I can be like, oh, we got Aquarius in reverse, which means that there's a lack of inspiration, a lack of dominance, and a lack of, what's that thing that adults do? Responsibility in your life, Dee. Yeah, once we get those things in line, it's a piece of cake from there on out. Oh no. Copied, paste. I don't know why my shit is not charging. Could be because my shit's not plugged up. That'd probably be why. Where is my child's messenger? There her face is. Come on. Work for me. Hey, my lovely crotch goblin of a child. You probably should take the dogs out, because I know that you got 3 of the 4 dogs up there, and it's been a while. And the last thing you need is pee on your floor. So, love you. Makes life simpler. Really does. Well, yes, I love you too, but you're not the crotch goblin that came from me. Oh, it was for my child on Messenger. Because she's had the dogs up there for hours, and I'm like, you might want to take them out so they can go pee. By the way, for anybody who is new here, here's a few things. On the 24th, I'm doing a giveaway. So subscribe, hit the bell, because if you don't, then you're screwed. If you want a reading, all the information is either in the comment section or in the description below. And to get a reading, you got to speak up. I do got a thing that if we reach 600 people by the fucking end of the year, I will, for one day only, and I ain't going to tell you which day, opening free one, not 20, 1 question per individual who comes in that live that day. So just to let you know, if you like us, you should share us. And then the closer we get, and once we hit that 600 number, y'all getting a 1 free card. I'm doing fucking good. I woke up in a good mood, been good all day. Back's doing great. I'm fucking giddy. We're 2.5 hours in. I'm fucking ready. Like, I may have to take a break for when the hubby calls, but other than that, I'm pretty good. Let me make some fake accounts, right? Hey, will you plug me in and then take them out? You sat on your butt too long.
Yes, I did.
I don't need that. Okay. I did that once. Oh, she's eating a crouton. I guess Bear didn't want it. Izzy's my dog. Izzy, God love her. She's like this fat little chunky pug. Oh, I love her. You squeeze her, and she's just so. She's like that fun squeezy. Like when the dog's so fat, you squeeze them, you're like, oh, they're so chunky. Don't get mauled.
Alright, we're good. Let's go. Baby.
Okay. Go on. Go on. Call. Wrangle the pugs. I know. It's super cute. I'm trying to get her to get to the point to where she goes like this in the back to make it all crazy. She just hasn't done it yet. Here's the funny thing. You see the blonde in her hair? That used to be blue, but when they dyed it, meaning them, my daughter and my sister-in-law, they decided right after they dyed it to go to a pool. So ever since then, she's been blonde. But it's actually looking a lot better than it did during the summer, though. My littlest one, she's got the pixie cut too. It's so cute. But my youngest is kind of like my oblivious child. The one that's just like free flowing and does whatever and is like, fuck it, and lets everything roll off her shoulder. Oh, well, she still looks nice. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to tell her that she looks bad. I told her, that was funny. I told her that she looked like the Grinch, though. And she's like, you're not funny. I was like, I'm fucking hilarious. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Here's the thing. If I don't pick on you, I don't like you. Just like Seabiscuit. Or as the hubby calls her, Sea Cookie. I'll take the pizza pie and spaghetti. No cheesy. Because, ew, I don't want it. Yes. Plus, I like parm. Fresh parm, not cheddar. Your dad's a heathen. I got seafoam yesterday. Yeah, you did. I don't know where the fuck it came from either. Well, that's pretty cool of your daughter, though, to do. At first, I was like, when you said that, I just read, my daughter shaved her head, and I thought it was like current events until I started reading. I was like, oh, shit. Your dog is so brave. It's her daughter. Oh, my God. Stop eating animals. Drink your own period blood. PETA saves animals. Oh, PETA, you're wrong, my dear. Keep on going. Let's see what else fuckery you give. We're on a slow period. No pun intended. What? Slow period or PETA? What? Or PETA?
When you were talking about period blood, apparently BuzzFeed made a video of them painting with it. Yeah, gross. Disgusting. I don't know why.
Got the block button ready. Yeah, I couldn't do a pixie cut. I got too much curls. Be looking like Carrot Top. What are you doing?
I'm looking for Parmesan.
The parm's in the fridge in the little container, man. We don't buy that green bottle stuff. We're bougie and get the freshly grated. It's still good. It's good till next year. Can you throw a card, please? Fuck no. I'm making you struggle with the fact that you got to listen to me talk, occasionally fucking chime in, and then maybe I'll throw a card away. Join in the discussion. It's not all about the cards. The cards are just an extra. Kind of like when you get with a man and you find out he's got a big dick. That's an extra plus. The look on her face was great.
Why? Why do I need to know that?
I don't know, but I thought I flipped a card and I didn't. I thought it flipped. Oh shit.
Your lives are weird.
Well, duh.
They talk about
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pick your card. Amy. Damn it. Pick a card, Amy. My lives are full of awesomeness and details. Yeah, I got a child in the room too. The look I got was, what the fuck? She didn't say it, but she gave the look. 4, please. Well, I can't do 4 unless you open that vagina, and I got a little golf thing in my hand to shoot that ball right up the cooch. Could you imagine that?
No, I can't because I don't want to. Because
Well, she said 4, and that's normally what they do. 4.
no.
If she pops it back out, I get extra points. Oh. Choking on my own. Fuck. 1 minute. No, I'm dying. I fucking choked. It'll be okay. Amy. It's not about snatch. You just guys. Just the guys. I didn't have you on mute. By the way, it's not only about snatch. You guys just think it's about snatch. Also, Amy, you've already made your decision. You got to live with the decision. Keep your volume up. This is as high as I go. Ta-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, Elmo's World. But yeah, I had you guys on mute. That was the whole issue. I had you guys on mute. So you got the 9 of disc. You basically just need to deal with the decision that's already been made. Either it was your decision that made it, or it was someone else who made the decision. Either way, you can't affect it now, and that's just life, man. And that's the portion of the show where I said, I've already had my salad, and now I'm going to enjoy my spaghetti. So if you want a reading, and we're not talking or having conversation or getting to know each other, people do that occasionally. Don't know why, but they do. My decision legend. And now I'm going to try to eat pasta. Yeah. I feel like the sauce got cooked out of the noodle. The sauce got kicked out of the noodles. All the stuff. Oh, well. It is what it is. Spaghetti. Yeah, I said spaghetti. About to eat spaghetti. I'm a little bit redneck, haven't you heard? How long have you been on live? Like 2.5 hours. Yeah, I had salad like what, half hour ago. It was good. You know, occasionally I do eat healthy things. You guys just never see it. And I decided today that, in preparation for next week, I'm going to get myself back into the habit of cooking dinners. I'm going to pay. Going to pay what? What are we paying? Oh, you're making spaghetti tonight. I'm going to have to start making my own pasta sauce. Because I'm not a real big fan of sweet pasta sauces. I like the robust. Same with Alfredo sauce. Yeah, Alfredo sauce, I can't do Alfredo in a can. If I'm going to eat Alfredo sauce, it's going to be homemade. Like, I got this recipe that this old Italian lady gave me in the store one day for pasta sauce. And I'm going to try it. Because I was looking at tomato sauces and she's like, honey, I know what you need. And just starts loading shit in my cart. I'm like, fuck it. Mm-hmm. Or in a jar. Ugh. Nah, I gotta make my own Alfredo and pull out that Philadelphia. Like, I've used it before, but like, have you ever had one of those instances like where you make something homemade and it tastes a lot better than what you've always had? It's kind of like that. Like, once I had somebody make me like real good Alfredo. Can't do it from the can or the jar or any of that no more. It's one of those picky bitch things, I think we already did that reading for you, where they've been hooked up for a while. Mm. You all right?
Where's your cook? Oh. I thought it was still in.
Hey, did we have any more pasta sauce?
Yeah. With like the stuff like that.
Give me 1 second. Basically, food alchemy. No shit, right? If they are actually together, is he telling the truth, Coco? Already got my card for the day. They screwing, and you don't even know it. Oh, okay. Shit. Damn, Gabby's over here taking cute. I'm a bad influence on Gabby, y'all. Heat it up. Thank you. That was my Gemini X. This is my father. Or their father. Fuck, it's somebody's daddy. Oh, well. No shame in the game, baby. No shame in the game. Let me go check it out. Fucking A. But Coco. The whole issue that he's having is that where he's staying, They're arguing. That's why baby daddy come into play. And as far as the situation, I think at one time it was, but he's running away from it now. So basically, yeah, but he done fucked up somewhere and pissed off the lady he was living with. Gabby, baby, adult people have more than one person that they can fuck, boo. Stay out of Ma's business. Like, Ma's gonna come after you. You're hitting them trigger questions like, no. Just chillax. She's got it. She been here. She ain't new. See that right there, Gabby? That's what I'm talking about. I knew these questions were going to lead to that comment. Oh, fuck. Here we go. All right. She young. She didn't know. She fucked up. Give her a break. Yeah, she doesn't want to be with him anymore. They got in a huge argument. I don't know what the fuck about. I only fuck one person. Today you do. Hey, boo. I'm just kidding. I don't care who you fuck. I'm going to be honest. I've only been with 3 men in my entire life. Hey, past, present, and future. Sorry. Couldn't resist. She was confused. I was confused. We were all confused. If I had a piece of chocolate, I offer it, but I don't got any, so actually I do, but it's up in my bed, and then maybe that'll be in a, I don't know. I'm going to stop where I'm at. Anyway. All right. Don't make me end the live because y'all having lady issues. Damn it. I don't care if you're fucking one guy, 3 guys, 2 guys, a cucumber named guy. Like, it don't fucking matter to me. Like, we could. I was just confused. I have men chasing. Well, damn right. Have them chase, buy you dinner, and be like, it was a great date. Thank you, baby.
Oh, do you want Parmesan?
Yeah, you can sprinkle some on it. No, they are not together. I think there was a little fling, you know what I mean? But I don't think it was like, yeah, I want to eventually put a ring on it. No, it was more of beauty. I got it. And then it didn't work out. Baby, I gave you one free question. I don't know if you sent money somewhere and I'm just not seeing it, but Mommy's smoking a cigarette and then she's going to go into that chili spaghetti. Well, I had chili spaghetti this weekend, so it makes sense. Does he love her? Is he only back to me because he can't have her? No, they got in a fight about something. Like his whole living situation is all fucked up right now.
Anything else?
You're awesome. Take a pug. There's one. I don't know if the other one's upstairs or not. You. We're both straightforward people. So he's trying to come back to me as a second option. That's what I'm seeing. At least from the cards I got. Who knows? Maybe there's crosshair, but I feel like there's something there. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like at one point in time, maybe they had a connection, maybe a one-night stand, maybe it didn't go good. She got clingy. He was like, fuck you, that kind of situation. I'm not really sure, but that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. But your other question was?
Yep.
She's over here like footballing it. Enjoy it. Yeah, because I haven't really been paying attention to shit. But yeah, I mean, maybe it's not a second option. Maybe, you know, he's had time to think after the fuckery of that girl, you know what I mean? I always give people the benefit of the doubt because we've all had that one moment where we fuck with something and we realize we don't like that, but we missed the thing that we loved. I'm at least trying to give two sides. It may not be the same, but I don't know. But I'm at least trying for the bro. May's bed got a lane in it, and I'll tell you what, that's some old school Southern mama jama right there. That's some old school saying. You made your motherfucking bed, now you got to lay in it. Hell yeah. That's some old Southern, though. That's old Southern, like old Southern saying them right there. She already got it. Whoa, Gabby. Yeah, Gabby. Coco is normally good for that. Like, Coco comes in here in and out all the time, so it's cool. Chill out, my little Gabby Gabbison. Mama just got offended. That's it. Yeah, pretty much right. They're arguing right now. Coco wasn't calling you a hoe, even though you wrote how. What the fuck is a how? I'll call you a hoe. You being a hoe, Gabby. Do your homework, that is. You see that? That's a dad joke with a mom's voice. You're welcome. I'm in my own world. Yeah, she's lost. Gabby, she thought you were trying to call her a hoe. That's why she was sitting there saying, I only been with 3 men, bitch. Fuck you. And then it became a whole thing. And then here I am trying to play warrior and be like, chill the fuck out. Have a might all, eat some chocolate. It's dick everywhere. Are they going to work it out? I don't see it happening. Because what she wants and what he wants is 2 different things. I think it would just be one of those situations where you got to talk it out. I feel like either that or maybe it was one of those situations where she liked him and he didn't like her or something like that. But I do feel like there was a little bit of messing around that might have misinterpreted right there. Not my misinterpret, but that girl misinterpreted. It's all right. I know where questions lead. Girl, you moderator. You need to calm down. I moderate 3 channels. Keep the peace with everyone, damn it. Sorry, I'm reading this and I'm probably adding to the fuckery. Don't do it. This is why we talk about communication. Communication is very key. I've flipped off the handle more than once on this channel. Sometimes we make mistakes. We're only human. We came to a crossroads Jesus moment and we made friendships and we were like, we're all badass bitches and we're living our best life. Shimon. You hit that nail. She is trying to be with him. Even though in the streets, though, I would let you 2 fucking throw down just because I would want to see it. I'd be putting money on that shit, and then we'd all be splitting it and going somewhere. Messy Spay. My Miss Spay. It's all my Miss Spay. I get you. Misspelling. I was like, what the fuck's Miss Spay? I was like, shit. Here's how I see it with readings. I don't claim to be the best reader there is. I just read what I see. Now, whether or not it is what it is, that's what it is. Now, there's always a one chance of me being wrong, but so far, I haven't been wrong. I'm just saying, if we all going to be fighting, we're going to get paid for you guys to fight. And I'm getting cut in because then at that point, it's messing with my night. You don't know how many girl fights I've seen go down for some stupid shit when bitches are drunk. And then I end up fucking getting people paid and shit, and we're taking fucking. You were bored. I love you. I'm not bored. I'm just entertained. But yeah, I am kind of messy a little bit. He got his nerve. He has her using her and saying wants to be with me, and now she wants commitment. There you go. I hate to tell you, but no woman is going to let a man walk in her house unless two things: he's paying something to her, which is paying some of them bills, or he's throwing some dick her way. Those are the only two reasons a woman's going to let you stay in her house. Or at least that's how my mind works. Oh, shit. See, that's fucked up. Here's the thing. He doesn't want to be with her. She's supposed to be my girlfriend. Okay, that's stupid. If you want some puss, excuse the language for anybody in the future, but if you're wanting some puss in your life, y'all got to figure that shit out before you get into it. And a motherfucker, well, first off, you don't need a bitch like that anyway. Because if you want a girl to be your girlfriend, like as in a sense, like, hey, we down to play, she should be honest with you and upfront. From another reader, he needs some good what? Good pussy? We were together for 8 years. You were together with the guy for 8 years or the chick? See, that's some shady shit. If there was some game going on between them. There had to be. Because if you were with him for 8 years and then you decide to bring in a girl and all of a sudden he's doing some shady shit that you got him in, Now, see, with my sexuality, I claim bisexual, but really, if you think about it, I'm more pansexual. But I've got to actually be attracted to the individual. It's not just their personality that gets me. Like, the personality will get you so far, but you ain't going to make it in a rowboat to England if they don't got the stuff. See, that's why me and my hubby, we have shit worked out. Because I told him, I'm like, I've always liked girls anyway. And I always told him, I'm like, look, we can bring girls in. I'm not a jealous type. But the one thing I don't deal with is sneaky shit. And when I get the vibe if somebody's being sneaky, whether it's you or the girl, one of you ain't going to be here long. And then we have rules to go by. Right. Yeah, that's another thing, man. You got to be physically attracted to somebody. It's not just one of them things like, in my life, I know right now I look pretty homey, and my attitude's great. So no matter if I look like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, I'm still going to get whatever I want. But I've had situations in my life where I'm not even trying and shit walks my way. But not everything that walks your way is the thing that you want in your life. And at least you were, upfront about it. Yeah, but that's the thing. Even if you're curious, like, you got to be attracted to it. If you ain't attracted to it, you ain't going to have fun with it, which is going to give you a bad experience. And it just makes it go downhill from there. So, like, that's one of the issues I think a lot of people have is they get in a situation where either the man or the woman wants to bring someone in, and it's just one of those things, you know what I mean? But if y'all ain't, like, in the same boat, as far as, like, I'm attracted to you, you're attracted to me, you know what I mean? It's not going to work. See you, baby. Have a good night. Mm-hmm. Some people are stupid, man. Some people, they like an ugly duckling, man. You can't really put anything for it. You just kind of gotta go, okay, if that's what rows your boat, row it somewhere else. Because you ain't going to get anything from here no more. That's pretty much how you got to put it down. Ain't that the truth? A lot of people do. Mm-mm-mm. That's stupidity, man. Some people want their cake and eat it too. What it probably is she would do some shit you probably wouldn't do. And that's what got him all up on it, unless he's got some weird fetish we all don't know about. Maybe she does some weird shit. He was so embarrassed. That's why he would never be with her. Like, that's fucking stupid too for her. Like, it's fucked up with the situation for you, but it's also fucked up for her. Like, if you ain't gonna like her like that, but yeah, you playing that game, that's fucked up. Mm-mm. Hey, boss man, what's up? That's what I would do. I would have fun with your life, do your own thing. Hell, if you're looking to try something out, find you somebody that you're attracted to. Try it out, see if you like it. If you don't, fuck it, move on. Mm-mm-mm. Well, it says boss man, and I don't do the whole like I'm this or that. Like I say man, homie, girl, even to guys. So like every word is gender fluent in this house. But either way, boss man, boss lady, homegirl. I don't know what kind of chaos that is bringing you down in your life, baby, but you need to figure it out. Because when I get the 12th house, like you seen, the 12th house is a house of basically where everything in your life's kind of went to shit. And it's time for you to look at it and actually go somewhere and like fix your life. And to start, you got to start with yourself. The spaghetti is good, but I keep on talking and it keeps on going cold. So I'm going to wait until I'm after this live before I try to finish eating it. But basically what I'm saying is like you got to just kind of keep on moving. You got to resituate your life. I feel like there's some areas in your life that are lacking. I just like to make it. Oh, you're fine, baby. Yeah, you can if you subscribe. Coco, I don't blame you. It's a fun experience, you know what I mean? Like it with the right people. Like, don't get me wrong, I've had some situations where you get the wrong people in the wrong situation, you know what I mean? Just when you're doing it, have fun with it, you know what I mean? Make sure, it's one of those things where you either go in and you say, hey, I'm just not going to be an attachment thing or whatever. Make all of your shit known. Free card if you can purchase $5 for 2 questions. Yep. Thank you, baby. Who was I talking to? No, y'all. No, I don't know if that's how you say her name. Battle, or fuck that. Noelle, that's what I'm going to call you, baby. Pick your card, 1, 2, or 3. Yeah, 3 pop up. Just a piece of my life. Girl, you heard half of my stories, you would be like, what the fuck? Everybody's an ocean. It just depends on who wants to dive deep enough to discover it. Noelle. I don't know. Noelle. I feel like that's the one. I don't really know, but 1, 2, or 3, baby. 1, 2, or 3, baby. I see you liked and subscribed. You say, you always say I have chaos. Now you have a piece of my chaos. Honey, it ain't chaos. Because I see life like this. If I want something and I want to give it a try, I'm going to fucking go for it. But I'm definitely going to make sure everybody wants to know what they're going in the love life. Here's what I got to say. Love life situations are not a 1-card reading. I don't do that. You can ask questions. You can buy 30 or an hour reading if you really want to deep dive into your life and figure out where your true love is going to end up being. But further than that, I don't do 1-card love readings. All that does is fuck things up and miscommunicate. Love is a fucking ocean, and if you expect to get it out of 1 card, you are out of your mind. And for you, baby, for your 3rd card, you have the Taurus, which means that you are driven and you're going towards your goal. I don't know what that goal may be because I'm not you. You're only you. But there is a goal that you're moving towards in your life, and you're going at it full force. Just take some time to enjoy the scenery as you go. Because life is a journey, not a destination, my dear. Hey, Kay. And then who else we got? 5 for 2, Kay. You get 1 free question. I'll end up reading to you in a minute. Well, not free question, but a free card. See you, Amy. Oh, is Coco leaving? I just don't like how he thinks he can come back. My son has been shit practicing for everything. Oh, you're good, baby. Have fun. Okay, we got the Pentacle in reverse, which this tells me that something that you were highly protective over is being tampered with. I don't know if it's a loved one. Maybe it's someone's trying to come after you financially, what it may be. But just keep fighting the good fight, baby. Please make sure you subscribe. Help the channel grow and thrive. I don't do 1 card on money. I give you whatever the universe wants to do. So the 1 card you get is whatever the universe is throwing at you. You want specific questions, specific answer, specific dates, specific people, you got to pay. That's how I do it here, because if I start doing that, it gets all fucked up. By me just giving you a 1-card reading, it makes it to where I have an aquarium of fish feeding. Oh, God. Some of you people need to get a fucking life, I swear. It's like you got nothing better else to do in your fucking life. Figure it out. Do. Some of these gross motherfuckers. Put user in timeout. Not a problem, hon. They may, but I don't want to know about it. I know, that's why I'm explaining it. Like, you can go to other channels on here that do lives, but a lot of them are not going to do free readings. And if they do, please go over there. They might do what you want. But here on this channel, it just makes it a lot easier on me to make it, hey, this is what the universe is throwing at you. It may pertain to a question. It may not. And you got your card already, boss man. Like, if you go back and you scroll back, you'll see where I said boss man, boss lady. This is your card. That would be yours. I only do one free one a day. Questions, people want to ask the same questions. So that's why I charge for those. And in-depth love the reading, financial reading, finding a lost loved one, talking to someone who's passed over, all that kind of shit. That's half hour to an hour reading. Not a problem, dear. Oh, it's been a crazy night up in this chat. And I've got about 10 more minutes before I've got to fly the coop. So, and that's only because my hubby is going to end up calling. And I would like to talk to him without, bugging you all with it. Not a whole bunch. Explaining the rules, how I do readings, people wanting to ask questions, that kind of thing. Coco dipped out for a little bit. And that's pretty much where we're at right now. And I hear my dogs scratching out my upstairs bedroom floor. Sounds great. Oh, shit. Sorry. I dropped the phone on you guys. And here in a second, you're going to hear me, Mom, because there's no reason them dogs need to be going that much around on the floor. I need to trim their nails. I got to do that tomorrow. Hey, I don't know what you got going on up there with them dogs, but they need to settle down because I can hear them all the way down here. Love you. Oh, I gave up on the spaghetti. That shit is so cold. If you go down into the description, it'll tell you everything you need to know about my readings, including what the free reading is, just in case you think you got some questions. Not a problem, dear. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the batsies bite. But you do get one free card draw, and we'll see what it brings out, my dear. The only thing I do ask that you subscribe because it helps me with my channel. Other than that, we're good to go as soon as I write down your name because I am doing a giveaway this month. I'm answering your question. Please listen to the words coming out of my mouth. Thank you. For a minute, I was going to say something else, and then I actually read what you read, and I was like, I think we're having miscommunication, my dear. All right, so here's how it is. You got one card coming up. So this is the Page of Pentacles. And unfortunately, it was in reverse. So that tells me that you got issues in your life that you need to work on, that you're not working on, that you're refusing to work on. And you need to focus on these issues. There is a reason that they are coming up in your life and they need to be fixed. If you're not going to take the time to fix them, you're going to be doing the same shit that you're always doing in your life, and you're not going to move forward in your journey. So take this time to switch this Page of Pentacles and get it going. Work on the things you need to. Stop ignoring them. Because right now you're ignoring all those changes. All the changes that could be made for the betterment of your journey within this life. You're welcome. Crazy night, I'm telling you. Crazy, crazy night. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Well, that seems like a situation for the cops, not me. Unless it's something spiritual, then it's still going to charge you. Already got a restraining order against them. Then all you can do is either get a gun or something to protect yourself and try to do the best you can, my dear. Stay alive. There's not much a tarot reader can do for you as far as telling you how to live without getting killed. And tarot readings don't normally hold up in court unless you're in some European country in some cases, but it's very rare. So you just need to keep all your receipts, do what you need to do with the cops, hire protection if you can. If you can't, buy protection that you can use. So the only thing I can do is give you a little bit of advice. So hopefully it works out. Not trying to sound cold. I just don't know what to tell you. As far as that goes, because, like I said, I'm a tarot reader all the way over here and you're wherever you are. Well, I'm pretty sure if she tried to cut the baby out of your belly, then they would have her in jail. Because that's assault and attempted murder, depending on how far you're along and depending where you live. But I wish you good luck. And hopefully this individual doesn't get around you. Which if they do, they're screwed. So stay safe. It is quite heavy. Let's see. You're fine, dear. You got to think also with the holidays, there's so much crazy stuff. Well, if it seems like a gruesome chat, welcome. To be honest, I don't really think that situation is real. It doesn't even seem real. Why would you, if somebody was doing that, go to a tarot reader to find out about someone that you obviously know that is crazy? And why would they let someone who's trying to cut somebody's baby out of their stomach just run rampant and just give them a restraining order? Seems a little bit far-fetched. Personal opinion. Just saying. And since I knew that was coming, that's why I did that. Because that just, to me, seems like someone who's a little bit gone. Not trying to pass judgment, but seems very unlikely someone's going to come in here talking about their baby being cut out. I'm just saying. Hence why I'm like, okay, go get help. Reading description, if you look down on the bottom, it just depends on what you're wanting. You get one free card for coming in. I do got a 30-minute available, an hour, or you can get questions at $5 for 2. One thing that you'll notice is I get a lot of interesting individuals come in. And since I blocked somebody not too long ago, it just seems like a different route for someone to go. Now, I may be wrong. It's possible. Sometimes human error. But logically, scientifically, you're not going to run to somebody's chat. So let's see what your one card is. So I got 2 cards that popped out. You get to choose your card 1 or card 2. Yeah, seeing that coming. So we got the 3 of Cups. So this means that there was a falling out. Maybe a rumor consumed a friendship, family members, or something in your life. But it seems whatever it is, the fun that would have been by just, partying, having it up, has turned into something a little bit more darker and a little bit more sinister, which is caused a divide. At least that's what I'm getting from this card. And from the other card as well, seems like emotions are high. So that's just confirmation for me. Now, whatever it was something that came between you and a group of individuals, and it was serious enough to where it's almost destroyed the whole relationship. You're welcome, dear. Just so you know, your name is in a drawing for a free 30-minute reading that we're going to be giving away on the 24th. If you wish to know if you won, subscribe and hit the notification. If you're wanting something a little bit more in depth, I do private readings as well. It's just depending on what you want. And considering that that person left the chat, it was someone just to fuck off. Unfortunately, some of the crazy things that people say, depending on who it is and where the source comes from, especially if they just start out with it, you can normally tell between bullshit and not bullshit when it comes to people. I know the chat got dark. By the way, for you who are in this chat room and going, who is she talking to? I'm having a side conversation with a moderator about the vibe of the room. Sometimes it gets dark, but that is life. Life is a balance between light and dark. Not every situation is going to be perfect, especially when you got people trying to fuck with your life. It's just how it goes. It's up to you whether or not you feed the trolls with your energy or you don't. Just kind of depends on what it is you're willing to give into. Remember, all good things start somewhere. But I feel like there's something more that you're looking for, my dear. And if so, what is it that you're looking for? Quentin, I believe is your name. I don't want to butcher your first name because it does look pretty. Done a lot of reading so far today for 3.5 hours. $39 reading in 3.5 hours. That's not bad. I'm trying to boost my Hollywood career. Well, I think if you put enough time into it and energy into it, you're not going to have an issue with it, especially if the talent's there. And Hollywood is one of those things where it takes forever. And to be honest, no one really needs Hollywood anymore. Seems like most of the independent is what is hitting the box offices the hardest. You're welcome. Not to mention that Hollywood, as far as California is concerned, most of the people there are leaving and going to Georgia. So that'd probably be your better bet. There is a lot of film companies that have moved to Georgia. Just heads up. For anybody coming in who would like a reading, let me know. Feel free to say hello in the chat. This is how you do it, baby. I've noticed, though, as it gets closer and closer to the holidays, I was burned alive in my husband's car. Oh, look at that. The baby slitting didn't work, so now they came back under a different thing. So, goodbye. You gotta love when people got all the free time in the world. I wish I had as much free time as some of these people do. You're being ignored, and you're being reported. Dun 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 dun. Enjoy. Very much so. When people have nothing to do, they try to create fuckery. And then they bring their friends to bring fuckery upon the live. You know how that goes. By the way, welcome to the live. If you are looking for a 1-card draw, we are doing this for free. Questions are 5 for 2. And I do have a 30-minute and an hour available. Yeah, I know. That's from people who have no care. And the sad thing is there's people, a lot of people, who either can't have kids or do have situations to which things do happen because it's not unheard of. And then people using that to come into a live just to be a troll is pretty fucked up. Just saying. But normally trolls are either older people who have nothing better else in their life than to cause misery, or young kids who are still trying to discover life and their parents don't keep an eye on them. It's either one of the two. Yeah, I know. It just amazes me as to why somebody wants to go that dark. You want to go that dark? Go into the dark web and spew your fucking weird fantasies. But stay the hell off of YouTube. That's why people have a lot of bad issues with YouTube, but it's on every forum. You can't stop it no matter where you go. Unfortunately. So if you don't mind me asking, for you looking for a Hollywood career, What is it in Hollywood that you're looking for? Movies, music, TV production. Oh, yeah. Well, if you don't mind me asking, have you done any stuff yet? Or have you been in anything that we might have seen? Even if it's B-rated, we love it. If you would, Sea Wolf or Sea Biscuit, as I like to call you, pick a card, 1 or 2, my dear. If you don't mind me asking, shout out and promote your stuff, my dear. Let us know what it is. If I haven't seen it, then I'm going to go look for it. Or is E-rated? Or what was that? My Life on the D List by Kathy Griffin. Gee, you're wanting to travel. Either that or you're going to be traveling for the holidays. Let's see what the other card was. Ooh, saving up to travel. So this must have something to do with like what we were talking about a couple days ago then when it came to your whatchamacallit? Your thing. What is that thing? Renewal, so to speak. Either that or I know you've been getting the travel card a lot. And it was funny because today I got a sign that I'm going to be traveling here soon. So I'm kind of curious as to where that's going to be because I don't really want to travel anywhere at this point in time in life. Dun, 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 dun. And I got nothing planned. Maybe it's going to be something on a whim. Or maybe the man behind the lady has something planned. And the cards are trying to tell you. If he doesn't, he should. And then be like, yeah, the cards try to let me out. Blah, blah, blah. Maybe not physical travel. And that's very possible. Could be astro travel, physical travel. But I normally see it as more of a physical travel when the traveling card comes up. Either that or it could also mean that you're traveling in a different direction. Not a problem. And good night, my dear. Hopefully your food is good and hot. Mine went cold, so enjoy yours. And thank you for subscribing. Exactly. What better way to get a vacation than be like, look, bitch. I am kind of curious to what movies they were in, though. Because I didn't get any movies or shows. So I can be like, oh my God, that bitch is awesome. So is life. I've had a pretty good opportunity, though, when it comes to meeting people. Dave Chappelle, I think, was one of the nicest people that I've ever met. You can check out my old band if you like. Well, all right. Put the link in the description in the chat, and then we can show everybody your old band. Oh, it better be quick because here in about 2 minutes, I'm going to have to jump off this live like Forrest Gump after Jenny. So make it good, my dear. No pressure. What the hell is that? Spadurgov. I will Google search that. You can check it out. That's what I read. Hey, Diaz. Let's see what we got coming out. Oh, shit. Baby, you're not doing what you want to do in your life. You need to start doing some things for yourself. South node, normally when that comes up, that's what we want. Normally when you see north node, that's what you're meant to do in life. But what we're meant to do versus what we like to do is 2 different things. So, but it seems like in the life that you're leading, you're not really doing what you want in your life that brings you happiness. Maybe it's time to kind of reevaluate your life in a way. which 2020 does seem to be a road opener for a lot. They should call this the road opening year because there's been a lot of shit that's been opened. Even some shit people didn't want. So yeah, my dear, that would be my reading for you. I can add you as my last name on the list. Kind of curious how the hubby's days went too. Normally it's like monkeys at a zoo where he works. You never know who slung some poo in the wrong direction. On that fun side note, after some creepy motherfuckers that came in, and overall me having a pretty good day and you seeing me eat something other than a snack, I'm going to leave you guys with that. And tomorrow I will be here around 4:30, something like that. Maybe earlier. I have been going earlier, but we'll see how the day goes. Fling a poo. That's what people do. Shit starters they are. So on that beautiful note, please remember, don't let the trolls dictate your night. And as always, remember, no two witches witch the same. Farewell, good night, Auf Wiedersehen.